Grant, should we be... Can you hear me?
No.
Oh, everyone else can hear us. Well, if everybody else can hear us...
I can hear you talking, but not through this.
Yes, the analogue way, the old school way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, in case everyone can hear us on the live stream, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm picking you up now. Yeah, good afternoon.
You got me? No, I'm not. Saturday, 21st of January.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to a wonderful, beautiful day here in Dubai. We're down here in Sports City to watch the Seconds Sharks team versus the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes 2s, yeah.
Hurricanes
Division
2s.
2 game.
Yeah, Sharks will be going into this game with a lot of high spirits after last weekend. What a fantastic victory that was, 81-12.
84?
84-12, sorry.
12-0 down, I think.
Yeah.
They were, to start with.
So they're going to be coming into this game with a lot of positivity, but they are up against a very tough team here, the Canes. They are leading, I believe, the Seconds Division.
Are they? Is it technically a division?
Whatever it is on the...
I don't think it is. I think this is, as it's community league, it's not technically a league. It's just a series of friendlies, although something tells me this one might not be friendly. This one might be played with quite a bit of vigour with both sides.
Yeah, well, I have heard the word on the street is that some of the Hurricanes players are particularly looking for one of the individual from the Sharks, a bit of payback from a Sevens incident, I believe.
Sevens, yeah. You can see a few Seven shirts out there actually on the Canes backs. It's a slightly poppier, brighter yellow.
Yeah.
So it's come down to Sharks.
Sharks put in.
Interesting to see now how the scrums.
Yeah, very much so.
Square up.
They're both looking at them in their warm-ups. They're both pretty big packs. So let's see what kind of a shove we get here.
Yeah, I think if you look at the average age of the two teams, I think Canes are
a little bit older.
Slightly older, yeah.
Don't let that fool you, though. We all saw what happened to myself when we played an older team, and
yeah,
I had a bit of a
nice solid scrum there from the Sharks. They held it nicely there.
Yeah,
Euron's looking to switch it and then switch it back, and then coming down the right flank. Williams at 12. Nice wide ball.
Oh, nicely
that's lovely off
in.
the back. And Euron's there, just needs to square it. And Joe Sutton's in. Lovely inside ball. That was all made from a wonderful play on the wing. The ball round the back. Euron didn't have a clue about it. Popped it into his breadbasket, took a step, and there was Joe Sutton on his left side. Euron squared up and just squared the ball nicely across, and Joe Sutton in for a try.
Yeah, very good try that. Great awareness of the space as well then.
Yeah.
Great following up.
Harry was going into a cul-de-sac, and then just that ball out the back. Oh, that's one for the highlights reel.
Definitely. Yeah, great start for the Sharks. They'll be feeling very positive about this.
Euron adds two.
Keep that momentum. Keep that concentration up, because we all know how easy it is to get too confident early on.
Lovely to be back on the ones and twos, calling a game of rugby here in the Dubai sunshine. Big thanks again to Fine Fit People for giving us the opportunity to commentate on the game while they provide all of their expertise in the video side.
So Canes to start here. Beautifully taken there.
Oh, I tell you what, that was a knee to the back.
That was indeed. I'm surprised the referees let that go.
Dale's done well to take that ball. And it's actually a Sharks penalty. But I tell you what, if we had an action replay there...
Yeah, I think that would be a sin bin, to be honest.
To me, it looked like he just came in with the old karate kick into the back of Dale's back.
Well, they might have been watching Power Rangers a bit too much.
Oh, it's coming back apparently.
Really?
Yeah, I saw somewhere yesterday that they're relaunching
The brand?
I think it's a one-off thing. It's the same cast.
The original cast?
Yeah, the original
Wow.
cast from the first series.
That's going back to when we were children.
I didn't realise that the world was asking for that.
Yeah.
The world asks for many weird things these days.
Yeah, so Kane's throw in here. It's a strong line out that by Keynes.
Does well to grab that. Go gadget arms. And Keynes are looking to put the shove on here. And the referee's going to blow the whistle and time off. He wants to have a conversation. I haven't got my binoculars today, so I can't do any lip reading. Not that I could do any lip reading anyway.
Yeah, Sharks got to be careful of that drive, though. I mean, the Canes may be a bit older in age, but they've definitely got match up in size and power. So penalty Sharks.
Hey mate,
you're in to take the kick.
Big Lukey Murdoch's just appeared from behind.
Strong kick into touch there by Ewan.
Yeah, nice clearance there.
And this is where the Sharks are really going to shine. We do a lot of line-out practice here with the Sharks, and they got a, let's call it ahead of the competition with our own Dylan Hartley helping out. So let's see how they perform now.
Got to get the arrow straight. That's the first and foremost part of a line-out. Or in this case, you've got to get your gaps sorted.
Yeah. Not the best line out there, but well held.
Oh, Amit's hit hard there.
Big hit.
That's the target man for the Canes, Amit, who's captaining the side today for the Sharks. Rob, nice tip on there. Joe Sutton with the don't argue with the ball in hand, and it still comes out wide to the left. Urun puts it up in the air.
Yeah, big kick, but unfortunately it went very central.
Dermaid receives the ball at 15, tries to get around the first tackler but doesn't do so. And it looks like Canes might have been spoilt this, but no, Sharks have secured it.
Yeah, it's a testament to the Sharks there again, back in training with a lot of work on the ground here, a lot of placement, getting men over.
How do you know? You haven't been at training for ages.
Well, I was here last week.
Oh. Is that what you did in the session? Just that?
I wasn't allowed to do anything else, so I'm strictly out of the contact sessions.
Be interesting, right? With this new, the new ruling with the RFU, you should have a tally of how many tackles in this game would actually be illegal for next season. I'd have probably already lost count.
Yeah, I think predominantly everyone.
12,000 signatures signed already?
Yeah, well, it's going to definitely grow. I mean, the other thing the RFU are going to have to hold responsibility for is definitely the rise in concussions that are going to happen. You know? As good as it is getting those low tackles and stopping your man, but you're much closer to those knees and hips and flailing ankles where
you're putting your head
in places that you shouldn't.
It might risk the tackler a bit more.
Yeah.
Andrew Swan, I used to play with at school. Man, he put his head in really silly places. Yeah. Getting low.
I'm no stranger to doing the same thing. This is exactly what happened to myself 4 months ago. Went very low.
Any eagled listeners would know that this is Simon sat next to me, who I think in the last game, in the twos game, you got
last twos game I got knocked out.
You got knocked out. And I said it's probably time to call it a day. And now look at you. You're up here.
Now I'm sat here in the commentary box.
Join the retired crew.
Yes, exactly. Well, 3 concussions I think is enough for 1 year.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
I mean, we all know it's a contact sport, but these things seem to get worse and worse as you progress in age. And that last one definitely put the fear of God in me.
Big shout out to Sam Bish, who hopefully has landed back in the UK safely and already regretting his decision to go back to the cold weather of Blighty.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Well,
think
Bish.
give him a week and he'll be maybe rethinking that decision.
Maybe. Craig up there in the defensive line, and the ball's been thrown aimlessly out, and it's a Sharks ball just inside the Canes half. Some nice
nice idea, but
yeah,
unfortunately
nice territory play there from your run.
The winger for Canes, he didn't even see it coming. It went straight over the top of his head. Sharks will be happy now that the cloud has just got in front of the sun. It is amazing at the moment how a little bit of cloud actually really brings that temperature down.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Let's have a look who's on the live stream. 16 of you. 16 of you monsters.
Yeah.
That's horrible slow ball there.
Please do send us your messages. We'll give you some shout outs. Yeah, Kane's just looking to get a bit of a move on here. Use that ball, recycle, just using the forwards. But strong defence so far by the Sharks and not really giving them much room. It's an unfortunate pass there by the scrum half.
Ooh. I'm just looking at the live stream on my phone, and it's the blue of the Sharks kit's really popping nicely.
It really is.
Yeah. Penalty to Canes here.
Yeah, not rolling away there. It's unfortunate for the Sharks.
Bit of biffo
discipline
there.
is better.
Sutz wasn't happy with something. Cool, number 19 for the Canes isn't small, is he?
No, not at all.
Good Lord.
He does have that.
Look at the size of his calves. He could live in them.
That South Pacific Samoan Fiji look about him.
Looks like he enjoys a beer as well, to be fair.
Yes, definitely.
Which is all about this league.
Well, that is the Sharks' motto, isn't it? Serious rugby. And
quick ball off the top of there from the Canes, out to the midfield. Crash ball through the centre with number 12. No real metres gained though. But Canes continue to move it right.
Good tackle then by Ewan.
So good that it's won the ball for the Sharks. Oh, I tell you what, this is thirsty work, isn't it? Thirsty work. I did get offered a zesty beverage earlier and I turned it down, and that's sacrilege, I know, but
I'm still not on the drink.
Oh, yeah.
So
well, I'll drink for you.
If
then,
if you could shout me a 7-Up or something, would be marvellous.
No, he's on the softs. He's on the softs.
So
Limonata.
great kick there. Lovely penalty
Lemonade.
into touch by the Sharks. We've got Andy over there, one of our long-time Sharks, acting as linesman. Doing a wonderful job. And the Sharks practice a lot on these lineouts, so we're going to be really looking to get some quick ball out here. Fantastic line out there by the Sharks. Very well took, great throw. Now a real good drive on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Quinny. Quinny's just bought me some light refreshments just to wet the whistle. Oh, lovely round the back. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Some nice work down this right side.
It's been a great play all the way from
the
the
right
line
edge.
out. Lovely throw by Phil, well took by Amit, and then fast ball out the back.
Penalty to Canes though. Not sure what that was for. I was busy opening my zesty beverage.
Yeah, I'm on
hang on,
a very fruity orange Fanta.
Oh, not the greatest kick into touch.
Yeah, looking at the team so far, definitely the Sharks seem stronger. They're definitely using the possession well. They're gaining much more distance as they push forwards. Canes, again, still strong in defence, but they're just not getting that push forwards that you'd like to see. Great line out there, well taken by Canes. Oh, he steps inside. And still going well. Great bit of running there by the number 15. Again, some good 10 metres then. Canes sending it out. Kick straight into touch.
For those that are getting a bit frustrated with the gazebos that are in the line of sight, it's the best we can sort of do really, rather than putting them down the other side, or I suppose you could say you could put them on the other side of the pitch, but that wouldn't be very good, because then it's separated and the boys on the bench don't hear the roar from the crowd in the bar behind them.
Exactly. And, you know, for those viewing back home, it is actually 28 degrees.
Is it?
Today.
Doesn't feel that.
It's interesting. Well, it only feels it when the sun itself is directly on you. But normally this time of the year, it's a bit cooler here in Dubai. I mean, this evening, it'll definitely be colder. But, yeah, midday, it's still 28 degrees. So it's hard work playing out there. And it's a definite high tackle by the Sharks. But advantage is being played.
It was a high tackle.
And we have a player down from the Canes.
Yeah, it's from that tackle. I mean, it was a high tackle, but
okay, it looks like we have 2 players down from the Canes now. One back on his feet, and another just taking a knee. Let's hope he's okay. I suppose this is the RFU's response to this new rule, is to try and eliminate these high tackles.
I think it's the rucks they've got to sort out. The coming into the rucks at the wrong, just too late, never going to win the ball, coming in, no arm. I mean, I understand that players will go into ruck to try and, spoil it, and if they've got an arm out, there's more chance of a dislocated shoulder or something.
Yeah.
But you can't just go in with your arm tucked and your head and shoulder first. Yeah,
absolutely, and it's something the referees have to really start to pick up on. I mean, again, one of my other ailments was coming from a ruck where the opposing side decided to use my neck like he was in the UFC.
Yeah, I remember that.
Picking me up from it. Again, illegal challenging, and the refs need to pick up on this more and more. You can't just fly in and grab hold of anything and just pick it up. So, yeah, there is a technique to proper rucking, and it needs to be enforced.
The Canes' right edge testing the Sharks' defence, which is a little bit scattered now.
Yeah, they just need to get back, reset now.
They come blind.
Going up. Great meet there.
Yeah, good
solid tackle. It's gone backwards,
but it's a fumble, and they don't really know what to do with it. They need some forward momentum.
Yeah, they're pushing right now. The Sharks need to start drifting over to the right-hand side.
Another fumble.
Definite knock on there. I think the ref's still playing advantage, or maybe he's seeing something we didn't.
But maybe he went backwards. Some nice powerful runs from the Canes up through the middle, doing the hard yards.
Oh, well held by Tom.
Exit ball there from Harry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, good chase on his own kick there.
Yeah.
Nice exit ball there from the Sharks. Well held on by Tom, and then Harry with the exit ball.
And solid hit into touch. But it is good to see some good fluid rugby. It's not too stop-start.
A little bit of cross-team love there between the Canes 9 and Amit.
Maybe they're forgiving him. Maybe they've had their dig.
I think this is what these boys love, isn't it? A bit of argy-bargy, bit of competition.
Well held there by Sharks on the spill.
No, it's turnover.
Again, Sharks are going to have to be careful with some of these high challenges.
There's space out on the right side here.
He's got some gas. But solidly defended there by Sharks, pushing him into touch. But they're going to have to really get that defence switched on now.
I'll be back in a second.
Hurricanes line out just behind the 5 metre line. So the lads are having a quick chat with each other. Sharks definitely are going to have to give a good strong defence here. Canes are going to be looking to take a clean line out. Oh no, it's actually Sharks ball. So Sharks here. Apologies for that. But Sharks here want a good line out and then sending it out the back for a very big kick. And they're taking it with Canes pushing them backwards. Not good for the Sharks. Starting to come to the left. Okay. Oh, it's spilled out to the side. Good rucking there by the Sharks. Just setting themselves up. Give themselves a bit of time. Big kick, but it's not gone. Very unfortunate pass there by the Canes, but they are shifting it. Oh, good spill. Unfortunate by Craig there. He thought he'd picked up the spill ball, but he just nudged it forward right back into the hands of the Canes player.
Shark scrum, lovely.
But well defended there by the Sharks. From the 5 metre line back out to just behind the 10.
Loudest man in Kenya is just arriving, Francis.
Yes. We can expect some Shark chants coming soon. He knows how to get this crowd riled up. And now that's him already. Giving a big shout out to the Sharks crowd. Shout set for the scrum.
Oh, it's lovely that. Nothing better on a warm Saturday afternoon.
Very equally matched, these two packs.
Offside. Here we go. Rob with a quick tap. And he's going to test the right flank again. And Harry's got the ball. And he's managed to keep hold of the... we've got no RHINO on this side.
And touch has
so
been
the referee's
given.
Called it.
That's a little bit of a tight call there, personally. I didn't think he'd stepped into touch.
How the hell can you see? There's a tent in the way.
Because I can see where he is, right here. And I've got my specs on.
Ah, okay. You got your eyes switched on.
I do, yeah. I have my
your eyes in.
My prescription sunglasses on, so I can see everything. Lovely line out by Canes.
Beautiful that. Ooh.
Nice thinking, but didn't really have the distance, that kick. It went straight across the field rather than down it.
Bit of chest in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah.
Bit of back and forth in the middle of the first half.
Yeah, I think both teams are just settling into this game now. We're seeing a lot of play here in the middle of the field. We just need
Zavasa is coming
one of them
on
to have a bit of a break. Yeah, it's very important for both teams to stay hydrated throughout this game.
Thanks,
Doc. It is hot out here. Both teams giving it their all. So always good to get some water on board. I'll say that whilst I'm having I can only describe as nuclear orange Fanta.
That's my favourite. It's so much better than Fanta back in the UK.
Luminescent orange.
Love it. I'm all for that. Simon back. Lexter is Fijian, ex-international for Fiji for soccer. Well, I have seen him doing some keepy uppies down on the running track. I don't know if that's a tongue-in-cheek comment or if that is genuine. He did play football and then found the bar afterwards. Oh, and then Simon's also saying Bruno, ex-Brazil and USA Sevens international. And then, and here you go. Oh, God, we're getting all the info here. Thank you, Simon. Andy Jack played English Championship for Ealing at 10. He's playing for the Canes. I think he is in the number 10 shirt today.
So we do have some strong ex-internationals out there.
Let me have a look at the Sharks team. What have we got here? Amit. Rob's a rower. Rob, he rowed for
Cambridge.
Was it Cambridge?
Oh, one of the two.
Oxbridge, yeah. Well, I think he was backup, wasn't he? Don't think he actually went the full haul. Right.
I do remember when Rob first appeared at the Sharks training. He was a lot
slimmer than he is now.
Yes, that's exactly
He's
where I was going.
definitely got the Dubai stone on him.
That might have something to do with the amount of drinking he does with Amit and Neville. So these boys like their rugby, but they like their beer as well.
Andy's showing his experience there at 10, rushing out to put pressure on your run.
Yeah.
But it is still a Sharks ball. Oh, hang on, at 15 today. Oh, so maybe... Oh, okay, so he played for Ealing at 10. And then I think Simon's saying that he's in the 15 jersey today.
Yeah, he was the guy, the Canes player, had the good 20-metre run earlier.
In the orange boots? He looks like looks like he could tell a story or two.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the man. He's walking with definite swagger.
Yeah, he's been here before, hasn't he? Right, what else are we saying on the live chat? Say hello from wherever you are. 23 watching.
Lovely
monster crowd.
Lovely little dummy there by Rob Scrimshaw.
Picked off the back of the ruck by Mike.
Sharks just slowing it down to reset. There they go. Solid hit there by the Sharks.
Oh, Simon, you're making no sense whatsoever. Nisha's put 13. Sorry, the ginger.
Is that? Yeah, I can see
the 13. Is that the one that's holding his shoulder? Yeah, he doesn't look happy actually. But here comes one of the best in the country at their job.
It looks like we may have just
so
had
he'll be in good hands there.
A dislocation there for the Canes player. He's not happy at all with his shoulder. His arm is pretty limp, and he's not comfortable whatsoever.
Rob's with a quick tap, and he's been caught.
But
and he was isolated. It's the problem when you go for a quick tap. And the Canes have been able to clear their lines, and Andy Jack is not looking too comfortable. Bless him.
No,
with his right shoulder.
He's in a lot of pain there. A lot of pain. I think he'll be taking a trip to the Parkview Hospital to get a scan and checked out. Let's hope he's okay.
Other hospitals are available. He doesn't look too happy. No, Simon, if I was you, I would stop telling me about your players in case it's jinxing them.
Just want to clarify, he's not meaning me, Simon. Also on the commentary, it's another Simon who's writing in on the live chat.
That's a straight dart, and it's come to the back, and it's actually come off the line out pretty quick.
Very lucky.
Williams in at 12. Oh, I just felt that he pushed that ball out. He forced the ball out too soon there, and Canes have now got possession just in front of the halfway line, and they come out on the right-hand side. A little chip over the top. And collected nicely by Dermaid, and he's taken a couple of steps and he's made half a yard, and Sharks have managed to secure the ball, looking for the reinforcements. Rob getting rid of the forwards. Oh, and Canes have spoilt the ruck, and it's come out to the Hurricanes, and they've got numbers here. And number 12 looks in. He's looking for the pass, but he was pretty much over the line, and
It's a good
Unfortunately, it was slow ball at the back, slow ball in the scrum, in the ruck, sorry, for the Sharks. Canes managed to spoil it, turn it over, and they've counter-attacked to great effect there.
Very well. Great hands there by the Canes. They didn't waste any time at all. They got it moved quickly, and yeah, you could say lovely run in. But the gentleman who has just scored, he does seem to be having a bit of a limp there. He might have just picked up a bit of a dead leg as he put the ball down in the try line. So it's not looking great for Canes in players being a bit sore. We've got one player that's out with a definite shoulder injury. I mean, he's still sat there feeling very uncomfortable. And we've got a try scorer now with what appears to be a dead leg. Let's hope he can rub that off. Sharks will be just having a little chat with themselves, regroup, and just working out what went wrong then.
But yeah, he needs a ladder to put that ball on the tee. That's very high up, isn't it? Very high up. Bit of rugby league style, that one.
He's just waiting to be told he can kick it.
Here we go to bring it level. Yeah.
Good kick.
Ooh, lovely.
Straight
down the middle. Beautiful. Effortless. Sometimes you don't need to knock the skin off the ball, do you? You
No.
just delicately
Well,
stroke it
it's
through
all
the
about
post.
technique and not power. As long as your technique is down, the ball, you're letting the ball do the rest of the work. Yeah, there's a try scorer there for Kane, still struggling with that dead leg.
Yeah, he is. He's giving it a good old rub.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be looking for someone to help him out later. Long kick there into the Canes half. Ball's gone backwards. Solid run there by the Canes. Took a couple of the Sharks players to take him down.
Yeah, nice run. Two big runs there.
Yeah.
Brought them 20 metres up the park.
Oh, solid hit, but great tackle there by Sharks. Kay's looking for the quick ball. Sharks defence just slipping a little bit here. Solid hit then, but Kane's forcing them to make mistakes, not rolling away from the tackles.
Offside.
Sharks got to keep that composure.
Time off.
Referee just talking to the two
Oh,
captains
I think
there.
Amit's going to get has he got a card in his hand? Or is he just having a conversation with him?
Well, Amit is the man
He's
that
skipped today, isn't he?
Canes have targeted today. There is some old-fashioned beef going on from the Sevens tournament.
Who's in the Sharks 25? I've got a shout out. I have no idea who's in what numbers. Difficult to tell side on. Was that a card?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Amit is leaving the field. He's been given a yellow card there, I think, for a high tackle. He's very unhappy there.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be agreeing with that decision, does he?
No, not at all.
Oh, that ball nearly went backwards.
Not the greatest kick there by the Canes. They're not doing so well on this kicking, Charlie.
Who's in 25?
Canes are going to want to capitalise this. Sharks being a player down. They're going to want to hope for a good line out and a quick ball out. Solid line out there by Canes, and they're using that quick ball.
Yeah, they've got some lovely runners, haven't they? Rob having a little bit of fun in the ruck there, trying to spoil it.
Yep. He's a big lad, is Rob. It does feel like you're hitting a
Oh,
brick wall. Oh, bit of frustration there by the Cairns player.
Oh, I thought he regathered that. I thought it was a lovely little pop through. He'll be upset with that.
Yeah.
He was in for another meat pie there. Leg looks okay. Must have been that rubbing earlier.
Yes, definitely. He's
himself
probably
out.
just
Not literally, but his leg.
giving himself a magic touch. So both teams setting up for the scrum here. Both teams very equally matched when it comes to the packs. Not a lot of movement between them. Sort of spiral a little bit left and right, but both teams very solid here in the scrums.
Sharks ball on their 10-metre line.
Cairns pushing.
Oh,
It's very strong by Cairns.
Scrimshaw's just about to grab it, and that's yeah, dominant from Cairns there.
Yeah, they're going to be very happy with that.
Scrimshaw a little bit hesitant to take that off the back of the scrum, and it's cost them dearly.
Yeah, it's amazing how just a big push like that can give you a big confidence boost. Start pushing the Sharks back into well into their own half.
What do you reckon? 6 minutes left of the first half.
What time are we on now? Cairns go for a small man line out.
Small man.
You know what I mean.
Five man.
5 man.
Put the small men in. Nice drive.
Solid drive. Yeah, the Sharks are going to have to stop this. This is where defence is key.
Ooh. Now you see, there again, he's gone in at the back of the ruck unnecessarily, quite aggressively.
Flying in shoulder first.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
I mean, I can't see it. It's a long way away from where I'm sat, but it looked to me unnecessary.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's one of those moments where if your head is just sticking out a little bit, that can cause a serious problem and a serious injury.
Yeah.
So
I've just watched it on the replay. Well, because we're obviously commentating live. It's live, and then what's coming through on YouTube is slightly delayed. So I've watched it on the delay, and it's just that's what needs to be taken out of the game. That's what needs to be punished.
Well, it is an illegal challenge, and again, this is where the refs have to be on top of it more and more and more.
Yeah, but they do well enough as it is. They can't. He's on his own. He can't see everything.
No, that is very true. But that is something that possibly could be brought into the rugby here. You could have refs that are headphoned and mic'd up so they can communicate with each other.
You get it in Div 1 and Premiership. You just don't get it in this league.
That's something that they should think about filtering down to the other leagues.
Yes, while I'm there, I'll just pull some money out of my backside, shall I?
Absolutely. I'm sure there's plenty lying around here somewhere. Cairns, again, not the cleanest balls. There's a lot of balls being thrown about, not actually going to players. But we've got 2 very evenly matched teams here. Cairns at the second half of this half definitely had the dominant position and possession of the ball. So let's see how the Sharks react to it now.
Let's see if Sharks can hold off this dominant Cairns scrum. Talk too soon, don't I? Can Rob get it out before?
Well, I think the difficult thing is there you see Tom for Sharks is being pushed up in the scrum, which is so he can't dig his feet down. He needs to get a bit lower.
They've managed to keep hold of it. Elliott there with coming out the back of the scrum. Sorry, the ruck. Dermaid's made a bit of a fluff of the kick, but it's gone back to the halfway line. But this is where Cairns could be dangerous. They've got men on the left.
Oh, solid tackle.
Who's that? 25. Oh, I don't agree with that, sir. I'm going to just look at that on the
That was below.
On the.
I can't believe what I've just seen.
Well, I'm actually going to see it again.
Good tackle.
I'm going to see it on the delay. Let's have a look here. Didn't really know what was going on, and then bang. No, that is just. He has gone in to make the effort, but because of the angle, he slid down. Yeah, I don't like that call.
No, I don't agree with that call at all. For me, it was a perfectly good tackle. Yes, you say there's no rap referee, but
he's made the effort to get low, which is exactly what we're talking about.
And he hasn't gone below the waist.
He's hit below the waist, and he's slid down because of the angle of the the ball carrier going into the challenge.
Yeah.
So I would just like someone who's making up the rules at the moment to just turn around and say to me, explain that
exactly
what's going on there.
100%.
Otherwise,
that for me it was a perfectly good challenge. Perfectly good challenge.
Let me know your comments, guys. What did you think?
Yeah,
you'll have the benefit to go back. What did you think of that tackle? Let me know in the comments.
And please do let us know your thoughts and feelings on the new rules that are going to be implemented next season with the waist down tackling.
Which exactly that was.
Yep. So I think rugby could potentially just become a game of penalties, which is not good for anyone.
Who's going to want to watch that game?
Yeah. Oh, they've got to watch that.
Yeah, number 12
solid
is
tackle
lovely,
there.
isn't he? Good player.
Great sidestep. Oh, we have another Canes player down. It's good to see the Sharks players there, just checking on the Canes player, making sure it's okay. It's the beauty of this sport. As much as it's a rather violent contact sport, but everyone remains friends, and it's good to see that both sides checking on each other, making sure everyone's okay.
We've got 2 sevens down there on the side of the pitch.
Is Amit back on?
No one's commenting.
Yeah. Amit still
about that tackle.
Is he still stood down? No. Is he back on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's on the pitch.
Yeah.
Whether he's coming off, I'm not sure.
Yeah. A bit of a head knock here by the Canes player. Again, it's important.
Yeah, I heard head called, so that's why I stopped.
Get medical help to them straight away and get them off the field and give them the best treatment they can get. It is unfortunately one of the drawbacks to this game, but it's.
I don't suppose he'll be coming back on the pitch.
No, definitely not.
Oh, that sun's going to come round soon and get in my eyes.
That's what you got sunglasses on for.
Be a bit hot.
So yeah, again, Sharks struggling with this scrum at the moment. I think we need to get Tom just to get that little bit lower because he's getting driven up and his neck is bending, and from the moment that starts,
he's a very tall prop.
Yeah, he's not in a comfortable position there, so he can't put any power through his legs, and the Canes are just capitalising on that. Oh, hang on. We now have medical staff running over to the Sharks. There seems to be a problem over there. Can't tell you what the issue is from this distance.
Time off though.
Referee's bringing them back together.
Looks alright.
So everything appears fine for the Sharks. That's it, Tom. Keep that back straight.
Big shout out to the girls that are up at Sharjah today.
Again, great push by the Canes forcing the Sharks back, and they're losing that ball again. This is definitely something that Poots, our head coach for the Sharks here, will be having a chat with them about at half-time. Yeah, maybe looking to swap out a few players there. It's uncharacteristic for the Sharks forward pack to be pushed back like this. They're generally very strong. They're not used to being pushed on the back foot. So
Who?
Sharks.
There's a couple of lovely photos in the archives to suggest that we've not always been excellent at scrums.
Yeah. In our current season, let's say. Sharks there, a little bit of a spillage, but
yeah, sloppy ball out the back of the scrum there.
Covered.
Yeah, Amit is back on the pitch. Oh, it's a bit of a messy ball again back, but it's come out, and I think the referee has picked it as a penalty to the Sharks for something. Number 27 is not happy with the decision, but
not rolling away.
Oh, okay, not releasing or something. Yeah.
He's still not happy with it. His arms are flailing in the air. Have to remember, this is rugby, not football. Referee's word is God. Lovely kick there by the Sharks, bouncing straight over the top of the Canes player. He wasn't expecting that. Just taking the pressure off the Sharks now, pushing the Canes back to almost the halfway line. It's giving them a little bit of breathing room.
Just over to my left, the Exiles boys are congregating, ready for their 3 p.m. kickoff with our ones.
Well, from what we're seeing there, a bunch of young lads there, all look very fit.
Dermot with the twinkle toes there. Elliott at first receiver. I think Canes have stolen that again. They're very quick over the ball. I remember that was the case for when we played their ones earlier in the season. But it's a knock on there, and it will be a Sharks scrum.
Yeah, it's
pretty stop-start. This it's not electric. It's not electric rugby, is it?
No, the first 20 minutes. Very different game. A lot of pace on the ball. Electric. Sharks definitely getting tired out there because they're having to do a lot of defending against this Canes team. They could do with just regaining that possession and putting the pressure back on Canes and forcing them to defend and make mistakes. Because it is, when you're defending all the time, it soon zaps your energy. Much better scrum.
Ball's come quickly out the back. No,
it's
gone backwards. No, it hasn't.
Unfortunate. Much stronger scrum though by Sharks there, but just unfortunate there. That pickup and the offload not the best.
Be back in a bit. Well, ladies and gents, when the half-time whistle blows, you've got a chance to go and crack open another tinny, make a sandwich, or put the kettle on, as we'll be going for a short break, and then we're back for the second half, whenever that half-time whistle does go. Oh, ball's come flying out the back of the scrum. Sharks have pounced on it, but I think Canes will manage to keep hold of it. Oh no, it's been stolen by Elliott.
I think the referee.
But according to the referee, it's illegally.
Yeah, frustrations are getting high in the Sharks camp. They want to get out of their half. We spent a good 15 minutes backwards and forwards here. But they have pushed them out time and time again of the Sharks, so they'll be looking to do it again.
No, but I can hear, my ears are burning. I'm there.
Lovely line up by the Canes there. They're looking for that quick ball out the back. Forwards are going to smash it through a bit, and I think it's going to
be good if the Sharks can hold on
to,
and not concede here.
I think they're going to want to get it to number 12 again. So again, solid hits
double
there.
teamed. Slow ball, and I think yes. Oh, the wrong hand's been put up though. He's given the signal for holding on. I think he meant to do not releasing then instead. Anyway, it's Kane's ball, and they continue the attack. The arm is out again to the wrong side, and I'm a bit confused. Anyway, Kane's has still got the ball at the moment. It's come out to the left to number 15. Looks a big boy. Coming around the left-hand side, and he's run into a brick wall. Nice tackle. There's the ball, and it's coming left again round the corner. I'm not sure if you can see it, if the gazebo's in the way. I've just got to stand up a little bit.
Kane's looking to just drive this ball over the top. But
Rian's got some. He's got some sorting out to do here because there's bodies everywhere.
Yeah. I don't
the
think
Canes think they've scored.
Try's not been given yet.
Someone's putting up the flag a lot with zero authority.
That would be the young child.
Yes, exactly. Hence zero authority. Children have no authority. And that is half time. Lovely stuff. Okay, so 7 apiece. And well, I think I need a bit of a stronger beverage, and I hope for rugby's sake we get a little bit more of an interesting game in the second half. Hope it all opens up. We'll see you after the break.
technical difficulty with the camera, but we are still here. 2 minutes into the second half. Sharks have come out strong again.
Yeah, a couple of nice hits.
The pack is all set now for a scrum. Let's see if they've made any changes into to this scrum. Oh, Sharks holding their own now. Oh, but no, Canes.
Good
big
shot
push
from
back.
Canes again. Controlled by number 8, but yeah, Canes have won the ball. Yeah. And that's another strong scrum. Oh.
Yeah, the Sharks are going to be very disappointed with this. They're not used to being pushed back in their scrums.
Oh, the kickers had it a little bit off the side of the foot, but they've managed to gain 10 metres as they've kicked it out. So we've got a Hurricanes line out, bang in the middle between the 10 and the 22 in the Sharks half. And I think we're all back up and running again. You should be able to hear and see us. Lovely.
And the Canes have spent
a bit stressful,
most
isn't
of
it?
this game in this area.
Go on.
The Canes have spent most of this match actually in this same area. The Sharks having to do a lot of defending here for just behind the 22. So they'll be very eager to steal this ball and get it off. Lovely,
get it off.
Lovely line out there by the Canes. Quick ball. Oh, solid tackle.
Lovely tackle that. That's beautiful. Hopefully you can see what we're talking about now, because we are not ones for painting a picture with our words. Yeah, you can. You can see we're back up and running.
Sharks retain the ball.
There you go. Here it is. Oh.
Canes again. They're spoiling that ruck, and they've stolen it again.
Don't know where Phil was going. He was off on a jog, and now he's in a position where he's not no use to anyone.
Gus.
A nice handoff into the face of Gus there.
Yeah.
The line is, the boy with the flag is doing something with the flag. And Canes go blind again. Referee's slightly in the way there.
Yeah, Canes going to be looking to crush this ball now.
Sharks find themselves back where they were just before the half-time whistle. How has he picked that ball up in that position? I don't know how he's been able to pick up the ball in that position in the middle of a ruck.
The referee there calling it back.
We've got another Canes boy who's struggling.
Yeah, he's holding his shoulder.
So what happened there, Simon?
Well, they went blind, and
was in cuckoo land then.
The young lad who's on the floor, he gave Gus one hell of a palm off to the face.
Gus received 2 of those.
Yeah, and but I think when he was brought down rather hard, straight onto his shoulder. Yeah, he's not very comfortable at all. You can see him there using his shirt.
Tell you what, Simon, he looks exactly like you look when you play rugby. arm in a shirt sling.
Broken.
Walking off after 5 minutes injured.
Absolutely. Hey, it's a good
scrum cap on as well. It is literally you in yellow.
Yeah.
Oh no, and number 6 has knocked it on, and Canes would have been looking to pounce there, but he's fluffed his lines.
He's even bald too.
Oh yeah, he is. That is you. This beverage is going down.
But
really
I never
nice.
have shoulder injuries. I always have head and neck.
It's
all right. You always know you're trying your hardest when you're knocked out in 5 minutes. Strong scrum again there by the Canes. A quick defence by the Sharks. Oh, well picked up.
Yeah, lovely. He's got lovely hands.
Oh,
I was watching him in training the other night. Lovely hands.
So yes, it has been mentioned quite a few times today.
Yeah. What? About his hands.
About his hands.
Yeah, lovely.
It's just
not as in like he's a hand model.
Good.
Passes the ball
passes
nicely.
the ball very well. Yes,
Ooh.
he's not a hand model.
Little show and go there from Vegas around the fringes.
Yep.
Keynes had stolen the ball, but deemed illegally somehow. Offside, and it will be a Sharks penalty just in front of the halfway line.
Great.
55 metres out from the goal.
Almost a try by the Canes, but the Sharks have brought them right back to the halfway line. Fantastic defence.
Is that Vegas? Vegas clutching his
shoulder.
Yeah.
A Sharks player with looks like a suspected shoulder injury as well. He's just taking a knee at the moment.
Not in protest or anything.
No, not at all. We don't do that here. Now, here at
Good to meet you.
Rugby in the UAE, we have people from every walk of life, colour, creed, and everyone's just friends out here. It's the beauty of the game. Everyone just gets on, plays a good game of rugby, knocks hell out of each other, and then celebrates by having a drink together or commemorates.
Can't say drink.
Has a
international drinking rules. Can't say that.
Okay, they have a liquid beverage. Zesty beverage. And
bit of magic spray, and it looks like Vegas is okay to carry on. So your run trots back off the pitch.
Funny they never had the magic spray for me when I was injured.
You needed more than magic spray.
Yes, I believe I got a stern talking to by yourself, Charlie. So
yeah.
I think it's time to give it a rest.
Well, that rugby ball's been lost to the paddle courts. Interesting, isn't it? Padel came with a massive boom. Empty courts over there. Why is that?
I don't know, because when you go over to the Dubai Polo Club, which is not far from here, it is packed every day.
Is it?
It is good fun, that sport.
Don't say things like that.
Great way to keep in shape on the off season.
I imagine quite difficult to get.
Yes.
For you.
Yes. Well, they do have plexi, walls, so you've got to be careful how fast you run into them.
Unlucky there. Sharks had the ball off the.
And
Harry's here.
Hit.
Interception. Has he got the legs? Oh, and he's going to try and beat him on the outside. And he couldn't quite get the pop up, and the ball has gone out just 2 metres out from the line.
Gus will be kicking himself.
Oh, that's what we needed, team. That's what we needed. The blood's now starting to flow. The game is starting to open up.
But what a tackle!
God, because it was
what an
bloody boring before.
I mean, I think that the Canes player there will be thinking to himself, what just hit me?
Yeah, it was a big hit. It was a big hit.
But great pick up there by Harry. Almost in. Sharks will be looking to give a real big push now in this scrum. They'll want this. They need to show Canes that they've got that power too. And they're responding with a big drive from the Sharks.
Yeah,
Huge
nice. Where's that been?
The Sharks.
Where's that been hiding? And Canes have got to play it out from their line. And they've come all the way across, and it's into the hands of the dangerous number 12. I'd love to know his name. And he's just passed it to the wing, who's tipped it on. So it either went out into touch or he knocked it on before it went out. So we'll see what the referee calls that.
I would say it was a knock-on before touch.
I would have thought so as well. Kirby's not having any of it though.
Yeah,
looks like a line out. So a nice platform for Sharks to build an attack here.
Phil back to throw in. He spends a lot of time practicing this, Phil. Charlie just giving a wave to his twin down there, Craig.
Craig O. Got to put the O on.
He's,
ball's lost.
Who's feeling a bit sore by the looks of things.
Oh, and he's rolled too many times, and that is a Canes ball, and that's just a bit unfortunate there. So all the hard work has now been undone. The pressure's been released. And we're back to square one. So a Canes line out just inside the 10-metre line in the Sharks' half.
The kicking hasn't been particularly good today, but that one for Canes was a good strong kick there. Lots of distance and straight into touch. Yeah, Canes line up for their line out. They're favouring these 5-man line outs. Mike getting up there to try and spoil it, but the ball's out the back for Canes. Speed rusher. Oh!
Yeah,
Canes
nice.
recycling the ball well. Shifting it back out to the outside, but Sharks defending nicely. It's a little bit of obstruction there, but and the Sharks push him into touch. Oh, we have a...
Oh, I think Gussie's taken one in the old juggernauts. no bambinos for a little while. I'm sorry, Nadine.
He's not looking comfortable.
Oh, he's taken one in the pistol.
Yeah, there is... every man out here can feel that for him there.
I had a friend actually who, well, I won't be too graphic, but he split his the baggage.
Oh,
yeah, horrific it was.
Wasn't there an England forward did this something similar,
Yeah,
didn't he, against New Zealand?
Yeah.
And he didn't realise until half time.
Yeah, I mean, how you don't realise it's frightening, isn't it?
Yeah, he's gonna not be feeling great there.
No, the feeling at the bottom of your tummy there.
Yeah,
horrific.
I mean, there's a high possibility he could be on the side of the field, being a bit sick. It does. Well, he's back on his feet, but he's not feeling comfortable whatsoever. I think he might need an ice pack for his special region. Oh, everyone needs to see that, Gus. Get your hands out your pants. Yeah, a few deep breaths, but he's...
nice. He's still standing.
Yeah, he's still standing. He's took it like a champ.
Oh, I feel the pain. I can feel that numbness at the bottom of my stomach.
It does.
Sharks win the ball. Lovely.
Does bring that old age question: which is worse, being kicked in the nuts or having a child?
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the latter feels like.
Yeah. Well, that my theory is, you have
I
a
would imagine having a child.
But you know, after a couple of years, you decide to do it again. I don't know any man in the world that says kick me in the nuts twice.
Yeah, I mean, slightly different outcomes though, isn't it? What you get out of the going through the pain.
Yeah. Strong line out there by Canes. Oh, referee saying not straight. So we go. Oh. The Sharks have opted for the line out. Phil back to throw in here. Does a lot of practice down here. Comes early, every training session to throw some line outs.
What a scrappy ball. I think Sharks have just about managed to secure it at the base of the ruck. It's come to Dermaid, and that's a nice boot out there. Oh, it's not Dermaid at all. Oh, yeah, and that's touch.
Wonderful.
Yeah, great outcome. Oh, I found myself applauding, and I shouldn't. I should sit in the middle here, but I did applaud that because that was just great rugby. Even though it happened in a blue shirt, that was wonderful. Oh, I can even hear everybody cheering at the TV at home.
Absolutely. Sharks just taking the pressure off themselves a bit there. Back to the halfway line, they'll be feeling a lot more comfortable here.
Yeah, could do with some more points though. Some more tries. Oh.
And Kane's stealing that line out. This looks like a good run by the Canes.
That's a lovely
wonderful
pass.
Bit of rugby there.
Look at the amount of ground they've made up there.
Sharks coming back solid in defence as always. Whoa.
Oh, I was going to say he would have done well to hold on to that one. Offside by the Sharks, and they retreat 10.
Canes kicking out, going for the lineup. They want the 5, they want the try, they don't just want to put points on the board.
Well, there's no point in this at this level, is it? You just want to entertain the crowd. Unless you're doing a Tin Stimpson from behind the halfway line, you want to be scoring meat pies.
Wow, that sun really has
yeah, it is. It's
warmed up, hasn't it?
I have to move. My leg's getting a bit red. Canes win the line out, and it's been brought down. Has it not? No. Brought down by the Canes. And they keep going. And the ball's been spilt out. And Canes under pressure in the attack. They've got players around the ruck, and the ball is secured. Although it's been spoilt there again by Rob from the base of the ruck. I mean, you got to argue if that guy's coming round to secure that ruck and he's just not even making an effort to stay on his feet. Where's the laws on that?
We do have a Sharks player down.
It's Phil.
Phil, oh, he got up rather miraculously then. Whoa! Phil just using his whole body there. But
was he offside? I mean,
the
he's not the quickest person, but I don't think he was offside.
Set down on the floor, causing a scene, but he's the one that put his arm round Phil. Time off. Phil again, cradling his arm, and we have another Sharks player down on one knee. He stood back on his feet. He's holding his arm up. He's not feeling very happy about that. Looks like Sharks will be making a substitution. Yeah, that's it. Big Phil, he's coming off. He loves this game and he gives it his all. Likes to be here first here every training session if he can be.
Oh, Canes, you're going for the post.
He's really, really not happy with his arm.
The crowd behind me are booing the decision to kick for the goalpost, and I have to say I would join them in that protest, because what's this about? Hey? It isn't about the results or anything. It's about playing rugby. Don't sit in a league or anything here. It's just community rugby in Division 2.
Very much so, but you know, people like to have that win.
I know I shouldn't as a commentator, but I hope he fluffs it. I hope he kicks the ground and it just it doesn't even score a goal. It doesn't even reach the post. Bollocks.
Yeah, you also can't swear on
wishful thinking.
It's
fine. Wishful thinking. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, I think there might be a little bit of psychological warfare going on there. Kane's just thinking if they put a couple of points ahead, it makes the Sharks' heads drop a little bit.
Oh, here we go. Some more changes here. Adil's coming on, number 8. This guy's got some twinkle toes.
Yeah,
if his hamstrings can hold on, I'm going to predict here, team, if we're watching, if those of you still watching, Adil's going to make some. He's going to make some meters now.
Yeah.
He's got twinkle toes. He's a pretty small man. He's got some years behind him.
But he's very nifty.
Yeah,
he can really move in and out.
A slippery little.
No snipers on any of these buildings around us. So they have been known to creep up and get a few players in the past.
Oh, it's had me a few times. Normally, but the 7s.
Long kick there by the Sharks into Canes territory. Oh, lovely go and show.
Or a show and go.
Oh, you know what I mean. Oh, fantastic bit. But Gus is coming sprinting across. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make that?
If that's a try, that's a lovely try made by number.
I believe that is.
I think that's number 7 in the red scrum cap.
Try.
I don't think he's been on the pitch that long, has he?
No.
He must be one of their youth products, and he's just come on and danced around the weary old boys. Lovely stuff, that.
See?
I'm here for that. For that.
Great try, but I tell you what, maybe that psychological rugby is going on.
Yeah, and I have to say that lovely go and show, eh?
Yeah.
at the beginning that set it all up. Because it's you go and then you show.
Yeah. Tomatoes.
Right, where's Simon to tell me who that is? He's still watching.
Yeah, shame that for the Sharks. They've had a very solid defence for most of this game, and just that breakthrough there. But beautiful try by Keynes. Great run, great dummy.
See if I can get his name up.
And a lovely offload and try in the corner. Big kick there. Don't think it's been given. No, he hasn't slotted that try. I mean,
the kick
conversion. Yeah.
Right,
so that puts the score at 7-14. I think. 7 to what? sorry, that's 7 to 15.
15?
15. Yes.
12. 12. Oh yeah. Grant keeping me in check there.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Grant.
These zesty beverages are going down nicely now in the sun. I'm trying to see the seconds team sheet on the Canes Instagram, but I can't. They've kept it a secret, so I don't know who it is.
Canes now, they're really starting to make some possession in this half. You can see the Sharks players feeling a bit tired out there. They've done a lot of defending in this game, so it does zap that energy when you're defending all the time. And again, silly mistakes there by the Sharks. They're not going to be happy. Canes retaining possession.
Vegas looks dejected. Dejected?
Rejected.
Not rejected. Dejected figure. I think that's right, isn't it? Sutz keeps the ball
Sharks
in.
just keep it in.
And here he is, the twinkle toes Adil. Oh no. No, Rian, let the game let the game play.
There we are, Canes.
What's
child lineman maybe telling a few fibs there, saying the ball went out.
But it wasn't even there. It was like 7 meters further down the track. Yeah. Oh, let the game play.
Always. Got nothing to gain from this. Solid lineouts by the Canes again. They've been very solid with these lineouts all day. Sharks really need to stop this maul.
Yeah, they didn't go to contest it, and then eventually they did. Canes make 10 metres up the park, and then here we go in the middle of the field. Good tackle by Dermaid. And Elliott's in there causing a mischief, and he's won the ball, and that's fantastic from Elliott. Right in the middle of the park, the bright yellow boots and the frosted tips. You can't miss him. Stands out like a sore thumb. Perfect for getting in the ruck and winning the penalty.
He's had a hell of a game, actually, is Elliott. He's playing very well. Some solid tackles. Really getting in there and disrupting the...
Dermaid sliced that off the side of the boot.
It wasn't Dermaid, it's our new...
Oh, was it?
New player. We don't really remember his name. But the gentleman with the silky hands.
Adil's there and he's over the ball, and this should be a Sharks penalty. Oh, come on. No, come on, ref. He was right over the top. And there it is. Sharks have done it again. They've stolen the ball.
Canes.
It's a bit messy, that ruck, isn't it? And if he doesn't give us a there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Should have done that 30 yards up the park. As the day goes on and I get a little bit more lubricated, I start to give my opinion a little bit more. I do apologise for anyone who sits on the fence or is offended by anything that comes out of my trap.
I believe in just saying it how it is these days, Charlie. Everyone knows where they stand then.
Gets you into trouble sometimes. Which I need to be better at.
Both
at least I'm not as bad as Jeremy Clarkson or anything.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know, sometimes you can hear my genius. Yeah, the ref there just having a word with some of the players. I think the Sharks will be very disappointed with that. With
a couple of suspect
the ball coming
calls.
out round the side. Then they were pretty confident that it was their ball.
Well, I thought Adil over in the middle of the park did ever so well to get over the player and got straight on top of the ball, and how it wasn't called. The referee, to be fair, was at the back of the ruck on the Kane side.
Yeah.
Probably didn't see quite what was going on, and therefore had to call what he saw. But yeah, a bit frustrating.
Absolutely. Ref now just talking to the rest of the Sharks team.
Would you be a referee, Simon?
Absolutely not.
No. No, fair play.
No, it's a big responsibility being a referee. It's, you know, as much as you're there to make sure that everyone has a good, safe, clean game, it's difficult because
it's a thankless job. It's a thankless hobby.
People don't respect you in the slightest. If you make the wrong call, and it can completely change a game. And
important though. Without them, we can't play the game. So
absolutely, well, that's it. I mean, the thing is with the refs, they've always got to be impartial, but it always does make beg the question: are they impartial, or do they have a favourite? We like to think they're impartial. And Sharks there fumble the ball, and Kane's immediately on it.
How on earth?
He was offside, clearly.
Well, no, because there was no breakdown. But how on earth was he there? Like, I need to have a look at that on the delayed thing. How on earth would he have been there?
Again, strong defence by the Sharks.
Oh, I've missed it.
Kane's looking to move this ball out wide. Oh,
And
well
Amit
took
with the
by
interception.
Amit. Well took.
Hennes with the box, and that's a lovely exit ball. That deserves a round of applause. That was lovely stuff. That great box kick. Oh, it's getting a bit warm now.
It is getting very warm out here this afternoon.
I am wearing a hat, which is preventing the air being released. You're wearing a hat as well.
Well, I have to wear a hat, otherwise my head will be the colour of the sun.
Yeah, it's I might have to take my hat off and just release some of the heat. Oh, that's
oh, come on, Cloud.
It's the headphones as well. The headphones are quite warm.
The cloud just come over that sun.
Kane's given half a yard of space to run out there, and they've marched up the field 20 yards.
Yeah, through
quick ball out to the middle field.
Then. Oh, that's unfortunate by Harry.
No, it's not. Well, he's probably going to give that a yellow, isn't it? He did tip it up. It wasn't down, so a penalty to Kane's, or just a knock on. Yeah. Oh, that's good refereeing, that. Good on you. Well done, Rian.
Again, Harry showing his class, looking for that ball that he can snatch away. And if he had held on to that, well, it would have been try time.
PB loved up comment. Refs are like stand-up comedians. Have to admire their courage, but can be painful to watch sometimes. I reckon he's had that in his locker for many years. I reckon PB loved up.
Yeah.
His mates would be a bit bored of hearing that joke, but I enjoyed it because it's the first time I'd heard it.
There's a quick ball there out by Keynes, who are using the space, but unfortunately knock on by Keynes number 11.
Offside though.
Offside.
Can you hear me in your ears?
Yeah.
I can't hear you at all.
I mean, it does sound like we're just having a mere conversation. Like, it's not particularly loud.
Give me your views on a red scrum cap. It's out there, isn't it? It's out there.
I mean, it's definitely a statement piece, isn't it?
You've got white boots, red scrum cap. You've got to be decent at rugby to pull that off. He did just set up that try, so
you don't want to be crap, do you? So, yeah, it's definitely
I used to have the
on.
Brian O'Driscoll gloves.
Oh yeah.
The Andy Goog gloves when I was younger.
make much of a difference?
No, and I massively regret those days.
Looking more like a cyclist.
Yeah, and I actually had like quite blonde locks as well. So at one point, I was mistaken for Brian O'Driscoll warming up on the pitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one will believe me, but
yeah, definitely not.
It definitely happened.
I've had the.
It was at the Lees School in Cambridge.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of actually interviewing Mr. O'Driscoll.
Have you?
I have indeed.
Bod.
He's
half decent at rugby.
Yeah, it was a moment where I was a bit like a schoolboy meeting his hero.
Yeah, I bet. Amit was he was eyeing up a little exit ball, chip over the top. Unfortunately, Keynes has stolen that.
Yeah, it's got very messy there, and again we have another Keynes player down, grasping his shoulder.
It's the right shoulder again. These right shoulders from the Keynes are not very strong.
Yeah. There seems to be a lot of injuries on the Keynes team. Just hope he's okay.
Just a reminder, because I've been a bit negative with the level of action on the field. This is the warm-up for the main event that's coming at 3 o'clock. So fingers crossed that the next game at 3 is going to give us a little bit more
fluid rugby.
Well, just something that gets the blood pumping a bit more.
Yeah. Well, you can see our boys for the first team warming up there behind the try line. They'll be itching to go today, but
tough game today against Exiles.
As your father said to Gaz when he arrived, he said, "You can tell your boys that they need to switch on from the start."
Yeah.
Not afraid to tell you how he feels, his old JT.
Yeah, unlike my dad to tell us his opinion. He's up there behind me, sipping a few beverages.
Yeah. So we've had what looks like another shoulder possible dislocation.
Oh my God!
For the Keynes. That's 3 in this one game for them.
Yeah,
which is very unfortunate.
That is strange, isn't it? Three shoulders, whether they're dislocated or
all the same,
or hurty shoulder, whatever they are.
All the same as well. All right shoulders. Oh, knock on there by the Keynes. Yeah. Well done, Mr. Referee.
I used to have that issue when I'd always have a subluxation of the shoulder, so I'd be like having a shower, washing the hair, shoulder pops out.
Ah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
See, I've been rather lucky. I dislocated it in my youth, and it's never really had a problem since.
Oh, that's all right.
So I've been quite lucky with that. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same about my head or my neck.
No.
But I have a tendency of going into things head first. Great push there by the Sharks.
Oh, and Henry's there. He's just gone right back into the thick of it. But he's recycled the ball. That should be quicker ball there.
Sharks still a little bit static, but...
Oh, hello. He went for a ride on a carousel.
Rob there, great pick-up.
Off the feet there. And Sharks looking a little bit more confident with the ball. You've got to remember that these the twos, there's a huge amount of players to pick from.
That's a lovely long kick there.
Still got new boys coming in. Even as early as this week, we had a couple of new boys turn up. So getting the knowledge of each other, knowing how each other play and stuff.
It takes time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But it is good to see the numbers we have down here at Dubai Sharks. We've gone from getting 15 players down to training to 50 to 70.
I remember at this time of the season 3 years ago. 4 years ago. 3 seasons ago.
Lovely line out there by the Sharks. Well took by him. Oh. Penalty in favour of Sharks. Amit decides to go quickly.
Free kick. It wasn't a penalty.
Good defence there by the Keynes. Straight over.
Yeah,
not 10.
So some of the old Sharks boys listening, and girls listening to this will remember 3 or 4 years ago, this time of the season, training down at Jebel Ali. And and we'd probably have 3 or 4 people turn up
Wow.
for training.
What a difference it is now.
Yeah, it was difficult times.
Run it! Sharks opt for a crash ball. Phil going himself. Oh, good hit
Phil,
there by Phil.
Phil back on the pitch.
He is. I think he's put some magic spray on his arm.
Excellent. Adil there at first
here we
receiver.
go, the silky feet.
Oh. Can they get it wide?
A little bit of panic ball going on here with the Sharks.
Yeah, they just needed to straighten up and go forward, which Elliot has done so.
Oh, unfortunately,
That's
knock
very,
on
very, very loose out the back of the ruck there.
Yeah. Fortunate knock on there by Amit.
Yeah, I mean, he was chucked a bit of a pie, though.
Yeah. Oh. If you're from the UK,
Speaking of
hospital
pies, I'd love, it would be amazing if they had like a pucker pie stand here, wouldn't it?
It would.
Because you don't need to, you obviously don't need your license to cook on site or anything, but as a pucker pie stand would be
fantastic.
We had that in La Grotte de Yeti in Sir Chevalier. Well, it's actually La Grotte in Sir Chevalier. Once the kitchen closed at 8 o'clock, there was a pucker pie machine that came out, and it was everybody was hounding that at the end of the night.
Well, to be honest, I quite like a bacon sandwich right now as well. Okay, and shifting the ball out wide.
That was forward.
Yeah.
Good tackle that caused him to rotate his body, so he couldn't pass it backwards.
Great bit of defence there.
How long we got left? What are we saying? I'm not sure how the girls have got on. It doesn't look like they won their first game, but I think they're having a good time in Sharjah. My dearly beloved is doing. No, she's commentating and massaging today.
Ah, how come she's not playing?
I think she fancied commentating and massaging.
Oh, fair enough.
Canes win that ball in the scrum, and they're very, very pumped and excited for it.
Yes, they've had a very strong scrum, have the Canes.
Some high fives all round. Lovely stuff. And it was lined up for the spiral, but it absolutely didn't happen as a spiral. That's gone straight out. Oh, his hands in, head in his hands. And I can't say anything about the previous kick because we've gone and fluffed it as well. So it would be silly of me to comment.
Yeah, you can see the Sharks there. There's a lot of tired bodies out there. It is hard to keep that momentum going.
Good to get a tough game in this week, though.
When you're defending all the time, it is very hard to keep that momentum going. Again, the line-outs from the Canes, flawless. Canes sending it out wide. Oh, it's our red hat.
There he is. Oh, and he's been tackled early, which is lovely.
Canes crashing the ball forwards. They're very quick to recycle, the Canes.
So I've got 29 minutes gone.
Canes again looking for a pick
in
and
the
go.
Second half.
Solidly met there by Elliot.
Well, we've got another Canes boy down on the floor. He's looking uncomfortable. Oh, he's looking very uncomfortable.
Yes, he's not looking very happy at all. He's back on his feet, but he has got a hobble.
So Sharks have got 10 minutes to do something in this game to get it back.
Sharks stolen the ball.
They've won the ball back.
Lovely kick there by Scrimshaw.
That's coming down with. I don't think that was Henry.
Was it?
Yeah, that's coming down with snow on it. I think that went up to the same height as the Matrix Tower behind us.
Yes, it was a lovely kick.
That's where I lived when I joined the Sharks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was on that balcony and I looked down and I was like, oh, that works for me. And then when it came to training, we got kicked out of it and we were training down as a Bill Park, other side of town. But by that point, it was too late.
So Kane's line out. Again, great line out by the Canes. Oh, well to help then.
Punch. Oh, yes. Sutz is in. Sutz is in. Here we go. Game on. Didn't want to go under the post, though, did he? We'll find him a beer for that. He's celebrating, but he didn't fancy going under the post to make it easier for the kicker. And there's calls for the tee, and it's the big man, Phil Leroux.
Is Phil going to kick it?
Yeah, Phil's going to be kicking it.
It looks like he's just going to go for a drop goal.
No, don't be stupid, Phil.
He is. That's actually pretty good.
Has he got it?
He's got it! Oh, by our hooker.
I tell you what, we'll never hear the end of that.
Oh, wow.
We'll never hear the end of that. I mean, well done to him, but Christ, we're never going to hear the end.
The hooker with the brain of a fly half.
He's played a standoff before.
Yeah,
many years.
I think he was also about 80 kilos lighter.
Right, team, what are we saying? Where does that leave us in the old scoreboard? 14,
1
15.
point.
1 point in it with 8 to go. 8 to go.
Kane's kick it short. Oh, well tucked by Kane's, by the man in the red hat.
It's like running around with a target on your head, though.
It is.
I don't have the... I don't fancy
confidence for it.
Is it confidence?
Or stupidity?
No. That should be a Sharks ball.
Yeah.
Oh, referee. He was right over the top of it. Penalty to the Canes.
I think
Sharks. Difficult to commentate without the comms from the referee, isn't it?
Ooh. Big hit on Amit there.
Not 10. Yeah, he was a marked man, wasn't he?
He was.
Amit's got a bit of cramp, I think.
I think he's been definitely been lined up there.
Yeah.
Never thought.
He'll love it though. That's what Amit loves. He'll love that.
Yeah.
He'll complain a little bit, but he'll love it. That's what he vibes off.
Yeah, he's.
And he won't be wanting to come off. So Phil, don't try and sub him. He will not want to be coming off.
Oh no.
And a
penalty's not gone. Oh,
that's a knock on.
Possession.
No. Oh, I thought it was knocked on. There's a fly around here. And they've got numbers. But Sutz has managed to wrap him. There's 2 examples of that would actually be illegal in the new laws. That's illegal. That's probably illegal anyway.
Sharks just resetting. Kane slowing the ball down. Big Phil, who just did that drop goal, holding him up there. Oh, Phil.
Well, the players on the sideline are saying 30 seconds, but I don't think so.
Yeah. The referee's going to have to blow the whistle here. It's too messy. It's a touch.
It is.
Called it. Game is over. Unfortunate that there for the Sharks. Almost a comeback right in the last 5 minutes. And the game ends 15-14 in favour of the Canes.
I'm going to keep an eye on... Oh, he's taking his hat off. And he doesn't... You know when you take a scrum cap hat off and you perceive someone to look like someone? And then you take it off and you're like, I did not have an idea. It's like when you listen to radio.
Yeah.
And you're like, you have a visual...
An idea of what they would look like.
Yeah, he doesn't look anything like I thought he would.
Yeah.
Good game that. Well, it wasn't a good game. It was absolute poo, really, for the purists.
Yeah. The score
who enjoy the running game.
Sharks pretty good.
Sharks lost by 1.
Yeah,
15-14
in favour of Canes, but shows both teams very evenly matched there.
Yeah. Kane's obviously had a lot more older boys on the pitch, a little bit more wiser at times, perhaps you could say.
Kane's definitely dominated the possession of that game, but the Sharks' defence held strong and they pushed them back continuously. It would have been nice to see the Sharks definitely have a bit more possession, using the ball a bit more and trying to make some more plays. And the Sharks had a fantastic start. First 3 minutes, they were in try time. So.
Yeah, you thought it might be a same again from last week, but no, Kane showed their class as always. Some wily old foxes in that team that have been playing rugby a long time and know exactly their way around the park.
As you can see now, the players just clapping off each other. This is the beauty of the sport. It's not just about the contact and the physicality of it. It's also about saying thank you and, well, giving a round of applause to your teammates and your opposition.
Where's Rian? Is he in there, the referee? Where's he gone? Is he there? Is he in the middle of it?
So, tough game that for the Sharks, unfortunately. Missing out just by 1 point. But
yeah,
Amit as well, he'll be in the book today.
Dejected figures there.
His yellow card. And I think Phil will have to go in the book just for opting for a drop goal and hitting it.
Yeah. Yeah, right, boys are straight down in the tunnel because I imagine they'll want to get in the douche, ready to have some zesty beverages to watch the ones.
I am thinking
we are going to go on
to have a beer just for wearing that pink T-shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be back for the second game at 3 o'clock. So you can go and do your ablutions or whatever else you need to do in the next 15 minutes, and we'll see you back here just before 3 o'clock for the kick-off of Exiles against Sharks.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Are we on?
We're on. Hello, everybody.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our second game here. So with our first Shark team, should I say?
Sharks first team.
Yeah, Sharks first team. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied there. Sharks first team versus who are they playing?
That's Exiles in black.
Against Dubai Exiles.
I
So it's you breathing on me with all that beer.
Where are they from? Dubai.
Okay, so Exiles kicking
I'm
off,
assessing you.
right to left.
Okay.
Sharks playing in white today.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, Sharks will be looking for a big win today. Yeah.
Disappointed with their loss last week,
Yeah.
so they're looking for a big win, comeback win.
Okay, so here we go. Big long kick there into the Sharks half.
Big Nev.
Big Nev. Here comes Gaz, absolute powerhouse that he is.
Still playing rugby league. Oh, Nev actually dipping into a tackle. Unusual, but good to see.
Long kick there by the Sharks. Oh, wonderful kick.
Excellent, just inside.
Oh, but he's kicked it. No, he kicked it straight out.
Straight out on the full. Referee's bringing it all the way back, saying it was taken into the 22. So it was taken back, so that's going to be Exiles ball just inside the 22.
Yeah, that sun has just poked its head out again. The Exile players are going to be feeling that wearing black. It is warm out here in the sun. Just want those clouds to come back over.
Yeah, just ran touch for the first game. It was very warm down out there when the sun is shining.
That's a wonderful line out there by the Exiles. All ready for the quick ball. Big Nev straight over there in the ruck.
Sharks up, putting the pressure on straight away.
Exiles.
Referee's happy that's gone backwards. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a knock-on.
Yeah, great defence there by Sharks. Straight up, not giving them any time. And that's what's caused the knock-on.
So first scrum, big test for both teams. Interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, as we saw in our first game against Hurricanes, it started off a pretty even match in the scrum, but then the Canes were really pushing forward. So our first team boys here for the Sharks will be wanting to put a big shove on and just show the Exiles that they're not going to be pushed around.
Sharks spent a lot of time on scrums in training on Thursday night, so hoping it all pays off today.
Look at that. That's a perfect scrum there by the
Sharks.
Solid.
Exiles crumbling a little bit there. That ball's
Stewie
out, off we go.
There is Sam Dools, our captain here, gaining some precious ground. Oh, a bit high there, ref, around the neck, but he's still going. What's great to see here by the Sharks is they're using that quick ball. Straight out. Go on.
One.
Still going there.
Third
Sharks
guy
really putting on that pressure now. They're probably quick and go.
Have we got any advantage for not 10? I can't see.
Again, Sharks recycling that ball nicely, sending it out the back.
Talk when you're on the commentary.
Yeah, we are talking, mate. Again, it's a very different kind of game in this one than we saw in that first one. Lots of quick ball being used, lots of recycling. Exiles there, just a bit round the neck it looks like, but I don't think.
Yeah, arm's gone up from the referee. Arm's gone up from the referee, so he's seen something. There we go.
Yeah.
And he's not rolling away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great pressure there by the Sharks. They're really pushing the Exiles back. Great bit of momentum going forward, so let's see if they keep it going.
Yeah, early days, but some good opening statements there from Shark. All the play in the Exiles half.
And here we are. The Sharks are going to go for the points here. That's the thing. In this division, they'll take the points over pushing for the try. Very different than the first game we watched today. The seconds team, it's more about community rugby, whereas this matters. You've got to get those points on early. It's always helpful to just put a bit of pressure on you, the opposing team. So we just get ready for the kick here. Elliott's a strong kicker. He's got great range. That's a wonderful kick, but he has just kicked it to the right. There's a lot of pressure in those early moments when you've got a kick, and you know, especially when you're in front of the H. It is.
But still, good opening statement from the Sharks. They've made it clear they've come to play. Let's see what the Exiles do with their kick.
Yeah, Exiles will be
22
relieved
dropout.
there. And they've sent it quite high, not too. Big Nev there.
You wanted that.
No, his solid player is Big Nev. Oh, great pressure there by the Exiles. Straight over, but
Sharks have got
ball.
it, protected the ball well.
Here
There
comes
go
Gaz.
A little bit solo there, Gaz, but no. Support arrives just in the nick. Okay, advantage there to Sharks, and yep. That's got to be not 10, surely.
That's it, Josh Ives there.
First game back in for the firsts.
And we do have a Hurricanes player down there. He's not looking very comfortable at all.
I hope we don't, because they've left the pitch some time ago, but we have got an Exiles player down.
Exiles player down, sorry.
Okay, penalty there, holding on.
Yeah, great pressure from the Sharks. They're really pushing this Exiles team back. The Exiles are holding strong in the defence, but losing yards every time. So they'll be relieved now with this penalty. They'll be looking to put some distance here. Don't think that's where they wanted it. I think they will definitely wanted it a bit further up the park.
20 metres is 20 metres.
We'll just take a pause there for the downed Exiles player. And give a chance to both teams to just get a bit of water on board. Like we say, it is very warm out here in the sun. So every opportunity to get some water on board, they'll take it. There we go. Good to see our Exiles player back up on his feet. Not clear what's wrong with him.
Looks like a shoulder or an arm.
Could be another right shoulder.
Yeah.
It seems to be a recurring thing on this field today.
Actually, or it could be could be ribs.
Ribs, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like ribs, doesn't it?
So they'll just take him off the field and give him a check over, make sure he's okay.
Okay, and that'll have to be a substitution in this. No rolling subs in this division.
That's why they're just pausing on the side of the field here, just to clarify if he's okay, or if it's just a bit of wind. But no, he's leaving the field.
He's going to be off.
He's leaving the field. So Exiles will be making a substitution here. Strong line out there by the Exiles.
But kicking it away because just crossed the touch line, halfway line. But good chase there, straight up.
That's it. Sharks just slowing the ball down, getting reset. Oh, stolen.
I think we got ripped, yeah.
Murray won't be
Exiles
happy with
ball.
that. Solid tackling there by the Sharks. That's brilliant there by the
excellent,
Sharks.
holding on straight over. Who was that over? I can't see. So Exiles briefly leaving their own half there. But Sharks recover the ball, get the penalty. And we're going to be back deep in the Exiles half again.
There's a lot more energy in this game. You can see it. Both teams really fighting out there. But the Sharks so far, they seem to want this game more than the Exiles.
Hasn't found touch. Oh, no, he has found touch. Unlucky. So there we are. Spot on the 22.
Wonderful penalty kick.
Good attacking position for the Sharks.
Yeah, this is as well a danger area for the Exiles. Sharks practice their line-outs a lot. They're very good here. They'll be wanting to take this quick ball and definitely push it forward with a nice solid drive. And there they go.
Oh, there goes the maul. There goes the maul.
Them. You can hear them shouting.
Okay, line-out's over. So up come the backs. Just still
mauling forward there.
That's 10 metres, 15 metres.
Still going.
Up to the 5 metre line. Oh, that was great maul. And just unlucky, knocked it on there.
Yeah, just showing their class there, the forward pack for the Sharks. Just shows all that practice they're doing. The line-outs is a key thing for them. Going up, bringing the ball back down and then setting that maul and getting it moving.
Now, they've spent a lot of time on the scrum on Thursday night, so they'll be looking for a good, strong push here.
So both teams here lining up for the scrum. Sharks are definitely going to put in a big push here. They want to try and push the Exiles, off this ball. But strong push by the Exiles. And a penalty from breaking away too early.
Yeah, called in by the AR on the far side.
The referee's not letting them take the quick one there.
Wants it taken from the mark. Very precise can James be.
Do have another Exile player taking a knee, and he's back on his feet now.
Oh, not that far.
But great pressure so far by the Sharks.
Sharks will be looking to challenge at this line out, try and recover the ball.
Yeah, they've got some key people they can throw in the air, some very tall people as well.
Yeah, when you got Big Nev lifting, you're going to go up a long way. Doesn't matter how good your jump is, you're just going to go a long way up.
He's a big, strong player, is Nev. And he doesn't pity fools. You can give him a bit of space, he knows what to do.
Was that straight, sir? No, it wasn't.
Sharks are definitely up for the scrum here. And they've got already a big solid push in that first scrum of theirs. So they're definitely going to go for a repeat performance now. So both teams line up. Just waiting on the referee's calls now. Again, solid shove.
Oh, look at
Sharks.
that. Great shove. Oh, a little bit wild there, but recovered nicely. Finds a little hole, makes an extra 5 metres after the first contact. And again, it's the yards after contact that's making the difference.
Yes. Again, the Sharks, very different this team. The Sharks still pushing it back, and it should still be Sharks' possession.
Yeah, ball's available. There it comes. Yeah. Oh, hands in the ruck. Referee spotted that.
Interesting. Now they're going to go for points, or are they going to go for that run? No.
It looks like we're going for the touch. Yeah.
And it's getting
keys on the pitch. Ingo the ARs.
It's getting very busy down here in the stand now. Lots of people coming out to see this this first team play. And we have the seconds team all shout and change. They're all out here now as well. So great crowd out here supporting both sides.
Okay, here we go. Sheldon lining up for the kick. That's
Wonderful
a much
kick,
better
yeah.
kick. There we go.
That's it.
So Sharks 3, Exiles 0. Here we go.
That's more like it. I mean, he's a fantastic kicker, as Sheldon. He spends a lot of time in his free time kicking. So it's good to see he's got his aim back in and he's put some points on the board for the Sharks. Great pressure from the beginning. Great energy from the Sharks. They're going to keep pushing forward now.
And we're back in play.
Long kick by the Exiles. Tino just taking the body check of the ball and then sending it out wide. And there's Josh Ives' big kick over the top. Again, Exiles doing the same.
Exiles are probably going to feel a little bit hard done by that because it did come off the chest.
Yeah, I don't agree with that decision. It's off the chest. Oh, but talking back to the referee,
Oh,
Exiles being
dear.
pushed back again. This is the thing with this sport. You do not answer back to the referee.
Referee putting a marker down there very clearly early on that he's not going to take any rubbish.
Lovely kick there into touch by Sharks.
15 metres down, ready for the line out.
Yeah. Again, the Sharks piling back on this pressure. This is what we want to see from them, keeping the pressure on all the time, not really giving Exiles much room to get that ball out. Here they come. Lovely line out. Sharks using that quick ball. Oh,
Boom!
Tino, big hit. Fast ball again to Luke. And again, Sharks straight in there on these rucks. There's Big Nev back inside.
Little tip inside. To be fair, Exiles read it well. They have it ready for it. Oh, lovely
and
little.
Our captain, Sam Tools, is away.
And a
An
lovely
offload
little
again.
offload. And we are try scored.
There we go. Wonderful try there by the Sharks. Great bit of play.
There we go. So Sharks 8, Exiles 0.
And you can hear the
The Kenyan contingent's in the house.
They're here in the stands giving us some shout outs. But a great bit of play there. Sam Dooley finding the break. And then offload, I think it was to Josh Ives and then to Stu, sorry, and then Stu off to Josh. And then I'm not sure who it was. It was either Josh or Stu over the try line. But great bit of play there for the Sharks. Wonderful try.
Quite wide out, challenging kick for Sheldon, but he'll be well up for it.
Yeah,
he likes this kind of challenge.
This is well in his range. Just takes a moment. Nice high kick.
Oh,
Wonderful
lovely,
kick.
lovely.
Very
Well done,
good.
Sheldon.
That's it now. See, he missed that first one, just getting his eye in. And then the second and third ones he's put straight through. Wonderful kicking.
Sharks 10, Exiles 0. And to be honest, Exiles have barely grazed the Sharks half. It's been Sharks all the way.
Absolutely. Now possession being held very strongly by the Sharks. They're not making many mistakes. They're holding on to that ball, rocking over quickly and recycling it with really fast ball, getting it out to those backs to really open the team up. So great first 10-15 minutes.
We're about 15 minutes in, yeah.
Exiles
Going for that low kick.
Yeah, again, they like to put it long
and
ball.
low. It can be tricky to catch. They're looking for the knock on, but good control from the Sharks.
There goes Sam Dawes, the captain.
Yeah. Sharks scrum half looking for the.
Unfortunate, but knock on there by the Sharks. Unlucky there.
And perhaps Sharks delayed the ball. The scrum half was looking for the penalty. The referee was having none of it. And I think the delay just unsettled the Sharks a little bit there.
So both teams getting together for this scrum. Again, we're expecting a big push from the Sharks, but Exiles now in Shark territory. They're definitely going to give an almighty push back.
Certainly this is the furthest up the pitch the Exiles have been yet, so they'll be fancying that they'll be knowing that they need to score points off of this.
Yeah, you can see that the back line of the Exiles, they're really set. They want to hit this with pace. Strong scrum ranging from both. Oh, this is great ball by the Exiles. Oh, unfortunate.
He had a man outside it, probably just held onto it for a touch too long. The Sharks were there to take advantage.
That's a high ball.
Tricky, but well taken by the Exiles fullback.
Great tackling there by the Sharks. Double teaming the one player.
And we've got somebody holding their shoulder there.
Exiles have regained the possession.
Oh,
knock
drop.
on. Oh, and Solom by Yaz.
Here we go. Another break.
And it's still going by the Sharks.
Come on, Tina.
Back inside. Looking at that support play. Oh, and they've just spilled out to the side there. They kick, but Sharks still in possession.
Only cleared to the halfway line. Sheldon will fancy a little bit of a down. No, shut down though. High tackle called from the ref. So free ball here for the Sharks. No.
Sharks quick.
Again,
tap and
that's
go.
going to be a new advantage for the not 10.
And again, this recycled ball by the Sharks is brilliant. Player after player back inside. Big Nev coming in here. Josh Ives.
That's our biggest scrum half.
Big handoff. Again,
lovely hands. Oh, knock on.
Knock on there.
Okay.
A little bit
Time
over
off.
exuberant by the Exiles there, but we have got a player down on the field and he does not look comfortable at all.
Referee also consulting with assistant referee to find out what's happened.
We have 3 Exile players down at the moment. I believe 2, maybe a bit of cramp and just a bit of stretching needed, but one player is not looking comfortable whatsoever. He's just receiving a bit of treatment there by their medic.
Okay, it's given us knock on from the Exiles. Sharks scrum. A big long conference there between referee and AR to come up with it was a knock on by the Exiles.
Yeah. But yeah, you just see here referee stopping time, making sure the players are okay. It's not looking great for the lad from the Exiles on the floor. So both teams will just take this opportunity again, put a bit more water on board. Like we have said before, it is very warm out here underneath the sun, which obviously those viewing at home would expect in Dubai, but it is technically winter for us here. So
yeah, this is midwinter, Dubai midwinter.
We have highs of maybe 27, 28, but then we get lows of about 14, 15 on an evening.
It was cold this morning.
Yeah, well, that's it, very true. So
yeah, definitely below 15.
But now
quite chilly.
We've got a cloud for what was probably the briefest of moments. So a little bit of shade for now, but
a little bit of respite from the heat for the players.
The sun will be back on the players before they know it. It's got to be hot playing in that black shirt, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as soon as the sun comes out, they're going to start to really feel it.
Yeah, you can see why the Sharks favoured their white kit rather than their traditional blue. Just keep the players a little bit cooler. And, well, I believe actually from the coach, he just prefers it. He thinks it looks a little bit sexier.
Looks sharper, yeah.
So, and I have to say, it is a wonderful kit, the white one. It's a new kit that it's been brought in this year. All got very designed, but who's the sponsor of the designer?
SRG.
SRG.
It's the kits from SRG.
SRG.
Shout out, front of shirt sponsor, Access Hire.
Yeah.
looked after the Sharks for many years now.
Absolutely.
It's an excellent relationship.
Main sponsor, Access Hire of the Dubai Sharks. Always down here giving a good support.
Exiles player not looking happy as he limps off there.
He's holding his knee. So he may be taking a quick trip to Parkview Hospital. It's the best one here in Dubai for sports injuries. They have an entire sports clinic on the 4th floor.
I can recommend their stitching. From personal experience, they do a lovely stitching job.
I can also agree as well. I've had my elbow stitched up by
Anyway, here we go. Sharks really making yards there off the scrum.
Looking for that big push again, driving it, or they're just going to tackle,
I think we're going to see
pick and go.
Yeah, we're going to see some forwards trundling forwards. What do we got here? Coming back for the earlier penalty, offside from the Exiles. I think that was offside from the scrum.
They're going to want to go quickly.
Quick ball. And try scored. There we go.
Lovely try that by the Sharks. You can just see all that training and practice of these pick and goes behind the mauls, and the rucks are really, really working for them. Great supportive play so far by the Sharks. Exiles have got to work on that defence, but then they've got to get the ball. They've had very little possession so far in this half. Sharks dominating the game.
Absolutely dominating the territory, certainly. So that's Sharks 15, Exiles 0. Kick to come. Still Sheldon kicking. Off. He's a left-footed kicker, so this will be his favoured side.
Yeah, Sharks be wanting to put some more points on the board here. Strong kick by Sheldon again. Wonderful, straight through the middle. I would say he spends a lot of his free time down here practicing those kicks, so he's got good range and great accuracy. So well done there. Well done, Sheldon.
Sharks 17, Exiles 0. We're just over halfway through the first half.
I think Exiles will be looking to try and do maybe something a little different here. Maybe not kick the ball so long.
Yeah, I'm expecting. Are they going to try and change their tactics? Are we going to see short and high here?
Well, I would think so. The long and low has not really worked yet. So I don't know. They may push it again, but
yeah, there we go. Yeah. Short and high, as expected. Oh,
beautifully taken there by the Sharks. Sharks just resetting. Oh, beautiful.
Cheeky little over the head offload
Luke
there.
Still going.
And another offload.
Great support play by Stu there.
That's 20 metres off that face of play. Out comes the ball. Off we go again. Boom.
Sharks again looking for those big driving players. Wonderfully picked up. I don't know if you'd class that as a high tackle. It's just head down and it went straight into chest.
I think, yeah, you'd count it as high, but it'd be mitigated as down. Free kick. Now what?
I mean, he's definitely took an almighty thud to his head.
I mean, he ducked into the tackle, so it would be penalty only. But you've got to think the initial contact was high.
Yeah, we know how important it is to avoid these high contact situations and these head hits. It's very important we get the medics on there straight away to make sure everyone's okay, and player safety is paramount.
That's Mr. Concussion talking to you there.
It is exactly. That would be me. I think that is my nickname within the club. I think I've received more concussions than any single player. And in this season alone, I never managed a full game of rugby.
Have you managed a full half?
I have managed a full half.
Oh, there
we go.
Yeah.
I have managed a full half, but I've never managed a full game. I've had numerous concussions this year, which is exactly why I'm now sat here in the commentary box. Because if I get one more this year, I can't play any sport for a year. So I think we'll have the rest of the season off and maybe contemplate playing next year, but we'll see.
Exile scrum on the halfway line. Again, both teams looked very solid in the scrum so far.
very good to see the Sharks player is okay. Just getting his bearings together. And again, strong scrums from both teams here. Exiles just been dominating that one. Oh, he's just escaping that defence. Oh, but big Stu straight in there to wrap him up. It's the first bit of real momentum that the Exiles have had. But the defence of the Sharks straight up there.
Up. Look at that,
again,
pushing them
big
back.
Tackle and holding
Back
him
8
down.
metres.
Needs to make sure he's released the player and the ball.
And up they go again. All little. And again, Exiles not crossing the gain line.
This is good for them, Exiles. The first real bit of momentum they've had. It's nice to see them having a bit of possession and pushing forwards, but the Sharks defence, and they're on the loose ball. And off they go. It's in support.
Support
Sharks
arriving just
over.
in
This is where
time.
they'll be looking to do their red ball. Still pushing forwards.
The offloading just looks so slick from the Sharks.
Fantastic support play with the Sharks. Put runners either side all the time. It's brilliant to see that they're putting into practice what they've been training.
Putting into action what they've been practicing.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Okay, so holding on there by the Sharks, Exiles penalty. We've got a man down, so time is off from the referee.
Is that another Exiles player, or is that one of a Sharks player?
It's Sharks medic, certainly.
No, it's Exile.
Oh, it's Exiles medic.
Down.
Yeah,
unfortunately today in this on this field, we've had a lot of the opposing teams' players getting injured and going down on the field. I don't know if the pitch is just maybe that's a bit harder than what they're used to, but obviously for the Sharks, they train here, so they're used to how the solid.
I'll be honest, the
ground.
Sharks, the pitch here is not in the best of conditions. They're perhaps a little bit better up the sevens. It is cutting up quite badly, especially if you can see the brown patches down the middle, around the centre spot.
I did wonder if the groundsman had maybe just got a little bit happy with his lawnmower this morning.
He does like a nice croquet lawn, does this groundsman.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're playing rugby, not croquet.
So it's just time off again whilst the Exiles sort their injured player out. And again, you'll see both teams just taking on a bit of water and just having a break for a moment. Sharks will be just talking about where they're going now, pushing that pressure forwards, but the Exiles have got to be thinking, what are we going to do to break this Sharks defence? How are we going to get through? Because every time the Sharks just meet them time and time again. So wonderful rugby. And it's great to see the Sharks really pushing forward, and with and their support play from the Sharks is just phenomenal.
It's just there's always somebody on their shoulder, and they just manage to get those little offloads away very slickly. Exiles, as I said earlier, not spent much time in the Sharks half. Certainly haven't penetrated the Sharks 22 yet. We'll be restarting with an Exiles penalty.
So still Sharks, the more dominant of our two teams here. Exiles will definitely be looking to claw some of that possession back. As the Sharks say, they're in a bit of a frenzy at the moment. But it's a wonderful story of the Dubai Sharks. They've gone from a team with very few players in the past to now a team with more players than they could possibly imagine. Averaging between 50 to 70 players down at training weekly is a phenomenal change from last year, where you would get anywhere between 13
and the game's
15.
restarting.
So Sharks moving forward.
Exiles kicking for touch. That's a useful kick. Yeah, good. 30.
Oh, it's been thrown, kept back in. The line.
No, line out saying is out. And I suspect people are always not quite familiar with the rules. If you're going to try and tap it back in, you've got to start inside the pitch.
Yes,
you do see people trying to jump in from outside the touch line, claiming they're pushing it back in. Good clean line out from the Exiles. We got arm out from the referee, so there's advantage being played for something. Sure, we'll find out what. But look at that. They just not getting over the gain line, the Exiles. That Sharks defence is rushing them up every time. Okay, we're going to come back for the penalty.
Something the Sharks are very proud of is their defensive play. They spend a lot of time doing their defensive plays.
So high tackle from Sharks.
The players today, a real testament to the Sharks coaches, really pushing forwards. I mean, one of the coaches is there on the field. Josh Sarge, you can see him there running in number 17 shirt. He's very big in defensive plays, and he really likes to push the team forward that way. So,
okay, here we are. Exiles inside the 22 for pretty much the first time.
It's the first time the Sharks have actually been under a bit of pressure here. Exiles will be looking to try and do something a little bit special because they need to break that Sharks defence.
5-man line out. And again, see if the Sharks can read it and put a man up in the right place.
The Sharks, they're not big on going backwards, the Sharks. They do not like it at all. They like to keep that forward momentum going.
Oh, tipped.
Spill out for the Sharks, and they've got
it. Knock on. Hooker not quite hitting his man. Jumper tipping it to the Sharks. Pretty sure that'll be advantage over.
Tino coming in here, big hit. Yeah, he's a great player, is Tino, and here comes Big Nev. A lot of man to push out the way there. Ball has gone out. And Exiles straight on it. Sharks have retained possession. Sharks being told to use the ball. Little
box kick, but it's challenging. Luke's challenging.
Oh,
boom.
Solid hit by Luke.
And Sharks straight over the ball.
Little bit high maybe, but solid hit.
Luke couldn't put a high tackle in on anybody if he tried.
Same thing happened before. He dropped his head down, and I think it was met with Luke's shoulder. But again, lovely little bit of play there by the Sharks. Nice box kick and an absolute solid hit by Luke following it up. So Daz just going to kick this to touch. Yeah.
Oh, not as much as you would have liked, just 10 metres there.
And again, we're going to come to line out for the Sharks. Again, like we keep saying, this is a particular strong point for them. We do practice this a lot. And their captain there, Sam Dooley, he'll be commanding this line out.
Overthrown, but Sharks still managed to recover it.
Stewie, big Stew.
Oh, look at that.
A bit of possession. Oh, and wonderfully played there out. And they keep
boom,
sending it.
Boom. And unlucky. Just short. Just short.
Great bit of play there as Sharks. Really using that space across the field. Fantastic rugby. They are really struggling in defence for Exiles.
It's just, if you look, Sharks are just getting yards. Even if it's only one or two, they're getting yards on every single phase.
That and the support play that the Sharks have got. There's someone always there to either hit that ruck or to offload to immediately. And it's just not happening with the Exiles.
Well, the Sharks' defence is up so quick. They're just not gaining any momentum.
Lovely line out there by Exiles.
Yeah, solid line-outs from, well, apart from that last one that was a little bit long. But oh, you can look for the quick pass. No, thought better of it. We'll take the conventional line-out.
The Sharks just coming back a bit slowly, saving their energy. They know it's their possession, so they're not going to push the time. I'll let it run out a bit, especially with a nice commanding lead so far. There we go. Sharks line, the famous walk-in. Wonderful stuff.
That was straight off the training ground.
Gaz, big Gaz, taking it a good 20 yards there. Sharks will be wanting that quick ball. Oh!
Hands in the ruck. Whose hands was that?
That's unfortunate by the Sharks. That's one of their first mistakes they've done in this game so far. Exiles just probably breathing a sigh of relief. Oh, huge kick.
But not out. No, it is out.
I think it has,
yes,
yeah,
it is. Hands now.
So, big kick there by the Exiles. Got very lucky with the bounce. But, yeah, they're pushing the Sharks right back into their own half.
It's good 50 metres there from the Exiles.
Again, what are the Exiles going to do to break this Shark defence? It's a very strong defence today from the Sharks. So, the Exiles are going to look to try and pull some magic.
Their third visit to the Sharks 22, just inside the 22. Oh, and that's the first time Sharks have managed to disrupt the Exiles line out quite like that, but it's gone back into...
That's unfortunate. I think it's been stolen as the try been given.
No, it's held up over the line, so we just need to check. I think the Sharks player was in possession, so depending on how we think the ball went over and whether or not he carried it or put it down, it'll either be a goal line dropout or a 5 metre scrum to the Exiles. 5 metre scrum to the Exiles. Yeah, he's saying it was knocked on by the Sharks player in the dead ball zone.
Exiles are going to be happy with that. Line out didn't go their way, disrupted by the Sharks team players, and then getting a second chance at that try line now with this scrum.
And their scrum's been solid. It'll be give them a good platform to play off of.
Now, when you're this close, would you think of going blind, Andy, or do you think you just play it right through the back line?
I think the way the Sharks forwards have been playing, I think they'll probably go through the back line.
The Sharks will be looking to put a big push here. They'll want to try and win this ball off the Exiles, but equally, the Exiles want that try. They want those numbers on the scoreboard.
Ball's in. Big push is expecting from the Exiles. Penalty to the Sharks.
There we go. Fantastic.
Wheeling. So the Exiles wheeled the scrum.
You just see the strength in those packs. They're not small lads at all. Is that half time?
Yeah, that will be. I thought we'd had more injury time than that, but that is half time.
So what's the
score? Is Sharks 17, Exiles 0.
Wonderful first half there by the Sharks.
Okay.
Lots of pressure, and the Exiles will be looking to definitely make some changes and think of some new tactics.
Yeah, I think the
Exiles
coaches are going to have a few things to say at half time.
They're definitely going to need a few things to change out here.
And they've been playing Sharks rugby. The Sharks have been dictating the way the game's gone, and the Exiles will want to try and turn that around.
Absolutely. So we'll leave you now, and we'll see you in the second half. Welcome back to Dubai Sharks versus Exiles. If you've missed the first half, welcome, and we look forward to getting underway with our new, the second half. And a quick reflection, I can't see any changes for the Sharks as of yet. I'm not sure if the Exiles have or not.
I think they've just got the ones that were forced by injury. Anyway, welcome to the second half.
As you can hear from the background of the stand, we've got a big fan base here at the Dubai Sharks. You've got the seconds team are also enjoying the.
Well, they've just done their man of the match.
Yeah, they're enjoying
from their match. So.
Some beverages. It's a very high short kick there by Sheldon.
And again, big statement right from the off, recovered the ball, looking to go forwards. And little knock on in the ruck there.
Oh, no, Big Nev, I think he was just having a bit of a lie down there. I mean, the man is like a bear. His hands are made look like shovels. So I would not like to be on the receiving end of one of his handoffs.
Players up, which is good to see. Okay, time's back on. Here we go with the scrum.
So Exiles put in.
Referee's come around on the blind side, which usually indicates he's not been happy with something that's been going on.
I think he'll be making sure that the two props are binding properly. I think it's that left arm of the Sharks pulling it in.
Oh, stolen ball. A bit of a roll there, but the referee's happy with it.
Oh, good tackle. The Sharks again, they're going to be already doing this. The red ball, they've got the momentum in their favour.
Look at that. Again, it's yards off of every phase. And it's the yards after contact that makes the difference. See, contact there, 2, 3, 4,
the push,
5
good shove
yards
there by the Sharks.
after contact.
Send it. Oh,
boom.
Beautiful play. And to be scored under the post by the captain, Mr. Sam Dooley. Wonderful play there by the Sharks.
22-0.
This is what we came to see. You can hear the crowd behind us. They're getting their Sharky chant on. Phenomenal bit of rugby there. And now we get Sheldon coming out to do his kick. Now he is directly in front of the post. This should be no problem for Sheldon. We did see in the first half he missed his first kick, but then he has put away every other one he's taken. So his eye is definitely in now, so he should have no problem whatsoever slotting this over the top. Yeah, look at that.
Never
he
in
just
doubt that
cruises
one.
up to that wonderful little strike. Didn't need much power. And that's another 2 points there for the Sharks.
Sharks 24, Exiles still not troubled the scorer.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the Exiles. They've had some moments of genius, but they just can't keep that pressure on. They can't seem to keep the fluidity, and they don't have the players backing them up.
But the Sharks' rush defence is just not giving them time to sort of settle themselves.
No, that is very true, Andy. I mean, the Sharks' defence today, absolutely phenomenal. And they knew it was important to get a lot of points on the scoreboard today, the Sharks. They didn't have the greatest of games last weekend and ended with a loss, so they knew coming into this they wanted a big win, and this is what they're definitely giving us so far. Look at the Sharks. Look at that power there, the size of the players. Big Nev just pushing it on.
Yeah, but the Moors collapsed. Sharks took it in. Exiles scrum. Who's that a bit? Is that Big Nev a bit slow up on his feet? No, but he's up.
A little bit. I think that just might just be the pace of the game and a bit of the sun getting to him now.
I was going to say, that just might be the pace of Big Nev getting up rather than any sign of injury.
I suppose. I wonder how many beers he had last night.
I'm hoping fewer than he's going to have tonight.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, substitutions have been made. We've got new second row on. I think we've got, I can't see, just underneath the canopy in front of me, I can't see who's come off. Okay, free kick, early push from the Sharks.
Yeah.
Free kick Exiles, there they go. No, not happy that it was taken on the mark. Sharks probably weren't back 10 at that point either, so bit of a lucky escape there.
Yeah, a little bit of luck there for the Sharks. Not that they've needed it in this game. They're definitely the dominant of the two teams, holding majority of possession.
Okay, scrum called by the Exiles.
Yeah, it's Gaz that's come off.
Okay.
Big Gaz. I don't know how happy Gaz will be to coming off this early in the second half, but he looks
Gaz
all
is
right.
never happy coming off.
No, he's not. He's a typical northern lad, and he...
You can substitute Gaz at 79th minute and he still won't be happy.
Yeah, Gaz doesn't like to leave the field unless he's been taken off in an ambulance.
And then he'll be arguing with the ambulance driver.
Exactly, will he? Like, take me back, I'm okay.
Get another good solid scrum from the Exiles.
Oh! Good idea with that quick ball, but just an unfortunate pass.
And
he just took his eye off it.
Okay, little knock on there. Again, Sharks just
defense.
up on the ball so quickly.
Yeah, you can see how much the training's been doing, and you know the help from our director of rugby, Mr. Dylan Hartley, feeding in some of that international training into the team. It's made a huge difference in the way they play, and the defence beautifully done. Poots with his trademark biting his nails there. He's always nervous even when the team is way ahead.
Half time he had a few words for the team.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously pleased with the performance, but even so he was identifying areas where he thought they could do better in the second half.
Well, again, being an ex-international himself, he doesn't just want to win, he wants the very best of the lads. Wonderful, strong run there by Stewie.
Good 5, 6, 7 yards after contact. Yeah. Unfortunately, just so many yards after contact, found himself a little bit isolated.
Yes. And there we go. The ref didn't just see what we did. The tap and the drop. Exiles lucky to get away with that.
Exiles got away with one, but
the crowd definitely saw it. Does beg the question, should we have VR at this level?
Well, I think what we're missing here is possibly mic'd up ARs.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be very good to be able to hear what the referees are saying out there.
It's a question for our technical support. Would we be able to mic up the referee? I know some of the other teams, when they're doing their live feeds, do mic up the referee. Oh, look at boom! And look at that offload.
Play by Nick. Big Nev. Again, that takes
nice,
a
little offload. Oh!
And who's in support? He's still going.
Oh, that's a big, look at that. 25-metre run from a prop.
Run.
Obviously, 25-metre run from the prop will be 50 metres in the bar tonight.
Oh, 100%. What a try. You just see, keeping those legs pumping, not letting anything go. You can hear in the background now, the crowd has come to life. What a wonderful try for the Sharks. Again, Sheldon just setting up just directly in front of posts. This should be a walk in the park for him now. I think he's going to do the same thing, just little run up and gently kiss the ball. In fact, I believe Sheldon's the highest scoring points person for the Sharks.
There we go. Sharks 31. Exiles still got the big fat 0.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very happy with this performance so far. But of course, the coaching staff there still looking at the players. They will always find something that they need to improve. But what a performance we're having today by this first Sharks team. What a wonderful game of rugby. Exiles, you can see a little bit hanging their heads down. They just don't know how to break through this Sharks defence. They've tried and tried again, but nothing seems to have worked so far.
And it's not, I mean, they've just not been close to scoring. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not that they can say, well, we were up there, but we were unlucky. I mean, they've barely been inside the Sharks 22.
No.
Certainly there's not been much red zone rugby from them.
Okay, high and long. Again, wonderfully taken by the Sharks. You might not be able to see it, just hidden behind the 10. But there's Big Will, pick up and go. Again, Sharks retaining that possession. They're so quick. They're getting players there and pushing them off these rucks. Just recycling that ball. And again, look at the yards. Again, it's another
got 10
meters.
yards after contact there.
And there's Josh. Out to...
Now you see the age gap in the commentary team. I saw him make 10 yards. He saw him make 10 metres.
Yeah, well, give or take. But again, wonderful bit of play there by the Sharks. Nice little take, and then the low kick by Daz into touch. And here we have a sub for the Sharks.
On goes Rogers on with his trademark speed.
Yeah, Rogers, and he's got his big Kenyan following here behind us.
They want to see him do well.
Yeah, he's a great player, Rogers. Heart of gold, quite a quiet lad, but my God, he can play rugby.
Nasty habit of straying offside because he's not quick enough back.
Yeah. Wonderful line out there by the Sharks. And here we go for the famous set and go.
The drive, good driving maul. They're just changing the point of contact by enough to roll it and keep it moving forward and keep the Exiles off balance.
Still pushing forwards.
That's gone 10 metres so far.
I think they're going to have to
this
use
is
it now.
Yeah, that's once. Referee's called once. Ball's available and out it comes.
Oh, big Stewie again. Oh, lovely offload. Josh going for the line.
Just a few metres short, still short.
And that's, wonderful
yeah, another try.
Wonderful try again by the Sharks, just dominating this field today.
Sharks 36, Exiles 0.
If we had the possession stats in front of us, I would be a betting man to say that Sharks have had 95% of that possession.
Well, it's not just the possession, it's where they've had the possession. It's all been down in the Exiles half.
Yeah, the Exiles, they've not had a good day today.
You know, it's a cliche that rugby is a game of territory, but they've just had all the territory.
Very different game, this one, than the seconds game. We saw where it was the Sharks defending predominantly. But in this game, Sharks just attack. And as they like to say, the frenzy is on. But the Sharks' defence as well is just being phenomenal. They're stopping the ball at the...
And there we go. Good conversion by Sheldon.
Stopping them at the game line.
Sharks 38, Exiles 0. I mean, it's not just a good result. It's going to be a marker for the rest of the league.
Yes. Well,
they'll be looking at this result. Exiles, not used to losing. Certainly not used to losing like this.
Yeah, and already the Sharks have had a bit of a target on their backs from the beginning of the season because of the influences we've had and the coaches that have come in, and the huge migration to the Sharks team with the likes of Poots and coach and Dylan Hartley coming in as the director of rugby, and the Sharks have always been the team to beat this season. Everyone wants to give them a hammering, but
it's just
today,
as you say, the attitude's different. I mean, traditionally, rugby clubs suffer a bit of a fall off as you come into the new year after the sevens and the Christmas New Year break. But they've absolutely kept the momentum going. You're still getting 40 down to training.
Yeah.
3 years ago, we were lucky to get 5 down to training in January.
First mistake that we've really seen for the Sharks, especially from the kickoff.
That's not typical.
But yeah, no, the Sharks have been the team that everyone wants to beat this year, just because of the influences that have come into the team. But you can see what a change to the Sharks rugby those influences have. I mean, this game is just been completely one-sided. Sharks dominating the field, completely in control of the possession, the pace, the tempo. Today is Sharks rugby day. Sharks awarding a penalty from the scrum. I'm not really sure what that was for.
Exiles penalty. I didn't see the signal, so.
Sorry, yes, the Sharks not being rewarded. Exiles been rewarded with a penalty there, but not sure what happened there. It was Rogers' first scrum. So
a rare trip inside the 22 hit now for the Exiles. Let's see what they can make of that. And to be honest, they haven't played badly.
They haven't. It's just I don't even know if this is a phrase, but they've been out rugbyed.
Yes.
Everything okay over there?
Just double checking the score. Long throw and it goes wrong. Unlucky.
Big hit there by Josh Ives.
Overthrown by the hooker, and Sharks just their bigger. Oh,
go on,
Big Will. Oh, cheeky little backhanded offload. Another one. Rogers.
Sharks, you really use that speed.
Oh, unlucky. Foot into touch.
Just steps in, but look at the Sharks using all the space on the field there. Just a little bit there, but they just kept it going. That red ball just bang, bang, one after another. Phenomenal rugby then.
And playing as a team. There's no selfish play. Everybody's looking for the offload. Yeah. Nobody's looking to go it alone.
We're just having some more substitutions now. We just see now the captain, Sam Dooley, coming off.
He looks like he's given everything. And he has.
He has. And he's replaced by Brycey, our vice-captain. Brycey, eager rugby player. He'll be wanting to get in there and make his mark as well. Oh! Unfortunate by the Exiles there. Nice idea, but I don't even think the hooker knew that was coming back to him. But a nice idea.
Well, they've got to try something different.
You've got to try, because they did penalise, I think, Rogers before, and Exiles got the penalty. So let's see what's going on in this one. Great scrum there by the Exiles.
And again, Sharks look at them up.
Oh, lovely tackle. Exiles really gaining some.
There's a little bit of momentum there. Yeah, they've actually got over the gain line. Good 5 metres over the gain line from the scrum.
Oh, Brycey straight in on that rush defence. Not letting
arm
them go
out
anywhere.
Though. Arm out. Advantage. Exiles.
Rogers. Over. Oh, wonderful. Oh, big handoff there by the Exiles prop.
Oh! Oh, we've gone back for the penalty. As I said, yeah, Exiles were playing under advantage, and
yeah, that's unfortunate there for the Sharks.
they would have been in. He was in.
Yeah, he read the game beautifully there. You can hear from the crowd, they're not happy with the referee's decision bringing it back to the arm out.
But
Because he was long gone. But
he was clearly playing advantage,
Yep.
as much as the crowd don't like it.
And we like to keep it a fair game. Yeah, you can hear the Kenyan mafia behind us shouting sportsmanship, but I don't think the referee sees it that way.
Interesting little note on our referee today, James. Always heads the, whenever there's a referee's fitness test, he will always win by miles.
Sharks again.
Holding on in the ruck.
Oh, hang on. Tempers, boys.
Come on, boys, you don't need this. You're far enough ahead. Anyways, we're fair way into the final quarter now.
Yeah, the Exiles, I think now they'll just be looking to just put some points against the Sharks.
Absolutely.
There's nothing worse than going home with a 0 at the end, especially when you're 30 points down.
Absolutely. You want to put just a little bit of pride now, playing for pride and some consolation points. They know the game's gone, but still they're going to keep playing.
Again, for the Sharks, this is the perfect time though to really push that pressure on and really get put some more points on the board.
Oh,
When your team when the opponents have got their heads down, that's
a
when
little
you hit
bit
that
loose
pressure.
by the Exiles there at the line-out, not taking cleanly.
Penalty
and
to the Sharks.
Sharks straight over the ball.
You see the Sharks, they're not overly eager to rush this one now. They're just going to take their time, let that clock wind down a bit more. And then ball's been given to Daz, and he's just going to send this one into touch.
Yeah, he's not worried too much about the distance on this now. Just making absolutely sure he got the touch.
There we go. Here we go. The Kenyan Mafia starting to get it going.
Big Francis sitting just behind us. Thank you, Francis.
Encouraging the Shark players to really keep pushing. Oh, beautiful breakaway there. Oh, still going. Oh,
And
he's
a little
gone into
offload to off
touch.
Roger, but he was put into touch.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Looking for that offload every time.
But great little breakaway run there by the Shark scrum half. By another Elliott. We have quite a few Elliots in the Sharks team this year.
I think we're up to quota, certainly.
Yeah.
Another good solid line out from the Exiles. But stopped at the
Great
gain
game,
line. Stopped
great
at the gain line.
defence. Sharks up with that rush defence. You
not-
don't want to run into Big Stew.
It's not just that the tacklers are getting up there, but the whole line is up to cut off the offloads and cut off the passes.
In fact, was that Big Stew or was that Brycey that he ran into?
The sun's right in our eyes now.
Yeah.
When we're looking, when the play's down in this half, the sun's in our eyes. We're having trouble
I
spotting.
think it was actually Brycey he ran into. Again, is a formidable character to run.
Not the
straight
biggest
into.
player on the pitch, but
No.
you still don't want to be running into him. Okay, Sharks put in.
Yeah. See, Big
At the
Stew
scrum.
there. He's going to be wanting this ball as fast as possible.
Blindside options on.
I think Daz has moved into fly half. Now,
Is Josh?
just seen Josh Ives, sat
Is
down
Joshy
in the
off?
dugout
Yes,
now.
he is. Yep, Josh is off.
So yeah, Daz has gone back to fly. He's gone to fly half, and Stu will be wanting that quick ball. Little pause here by the referee. He's just talking to the lads who wants these scrums going properly.
Well, I think we've got a new front row, so he's just setting down his markers.
You can see the forwards have been practicing their scrums a lot. You see how low the guys are getting. Oh, and Tino taken out. Stewie's ball. Oh, out the back.
Oh, just
knock on. That's
I think that was a little bit of a harsh call. It looked backwards to me.
They went for some silky play, but just unfortunate there.
There we go. Exiles. Put in scrum just on the Exiles 10-metre line.
Yeah, it just shows testament to the Sharks how, even with a new front row, how strong this pack is. Look at this drive forward.
Boom. Fitness, something the coach, as we sort of get into the 70th minute and beyond. Fitness, something that the coach has been really.
Oh, we have a fight. We have a fight. Come on, there's no need for that. Just quieten down, Sharks. Don't let that frenzy take over you.
Don't need it, boys. You're 38-0 up.
So we go to a line out now in favour of Exiles. Ooh, great line out, but again disrupted by Sharks.
And again, straight up there. That rush defence up there,
And the
making
Sharks,
every opportunity of every loose ball.
Recycling of the ball. Oh,
cheeky little chip through, chases
Oh,
on.
Jazz is chasing
Everybody's on for this. Oh, and it's not back by the Exiles player who touches it down. That'll be a goal line dropout.
Is it a goal line dropout? If he drops it over? I thought it was a 5-metre scrum. They take it over the back line.
You're right, he took it over. Absolutely, my apologies. Yeah. No, because he made contact, didn't he, when he kicked it backwards? Yep,
so
absolutely.
5-metre scrum there for the Sharks. They're definitely going to get their shove on now. They want another try. They don't just want to beat you. They want to let you know you've come and been conquered.
And it's just not just about the message to the Exiles, it's the message to the rest of the league.
Absolutely. They're letting everyone know we're not a team to be messed with. Okay, we're expecting a big shove here by the Sharks. I can imagine Tino's going to want to pick and go. Oh, Exiles, big push back. Yeah, Tino does. He picks and goes. Sharks straight over.
Oh, boys.
But it's... unfortunate there for the Sharks. Maybe just getting a little bit too eager to try and put those final points on the board. Just a bit of a miscommunication and a spill out to the left, so we're going out for another scrum, but this time in favour of Exiles.
So Sharks fourth into the league going into today's matches. Certainly they'll at least hold on to fourth.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bonus point win, so it'll depend on results elsewhere in the league as to whether or not they manage to take Amblers and take third place.
Well, that's what they want. They want to stay in that top four. They want to be there for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
That referee just brings them up again. Not happy with the scrum.
And coming across the other side, not happy with the props on this side.
So they'll just get down now. There we go. Sharks again are going to want a big push. Big.
Now
But they met with that. Exiles.
clears his lines, but
Nice
not
kick,
very
but
far.
No, lots of height.
Lots
but
of
not the
height, but
distance.
barely makes it outside the 22. Apologies if plays just a little bit behind the shade there. New rules from the RCC means that shades have got to be on the other side of the track going forwards. Nothing too much on the sidelines.
The Sharks are going to be looking for a strong line out here. Oh, the referee not happy. So we'll.
I'm not sure what that signal means. Apparently the referee's doing the okie dokie, but
I think Luke got a bit overexcited and threw it in maybe a bit too early. Wonderful line out there by the Sharks.
Exiles read it and contested at the right place, but Sharks still managed to take the ball.
This is where we come back to that maul.
There we go, rolling it left, taking it. Oh, but we've no. Exiles on the ball now and Sharks getting it out. Good stuff. Oh, look at that offload. Ball recycled.
Going in for Rogers, big hit. Again, the four was really pushing here.
A bit of a rumble on now.
Pick and go. We have
No,
a
holding
whistle.
on in the ruck. Exiles penalty.
Again, not the greatest of kicks.
No, but he's got it outside the 22. He's made sure a touch. So probably a 20-metre kick.
But the Sharks again absolutely forward with this pressure and not letting up at all. They're not ready to allow Exiles to put any points on the board. They want a clean sheet here. They want to know that they've not just been beaten, but that they've been destroyed.
Exiles trying something a little bit different, going for the four-man line out now. Short ball, and they get it out cleanly.
Very good as well, even if they did just drop their player.
He managed to recover. But again, look at that Sharks
Solid
defense rushing
every time.
And we've...
Oh
no, it's now the earlier crossing. The take that particular ruck was good, but we've come back from an earlier penalty.
I believe the Exile player is protesting that there was interference in the line out and that caused the fall.
Ten-metre kick from the Exiles. Still not left their own half.
No, this pressure by the Sharks has just been a phenomenal show today. It's been incredible to watch. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, how many knock-ons? But none according to the referee, so we'll keep going. Sharks ball.
Yeah, Sharks retain the ball.
Brycey quick.
To Merry.
Little pop to Merry.
Gains 10 yards. And this is it, like you've said before, Andy. Every time the Sharks attack, they're gaining so much space, yards on the game line. It's just phenomenal to see. I mean, look, Roger's still fighting
for every single yard.
And there's Luke again. On the offload to
Will. Big Will's making a break.
Nobody's there with him.
Yes, Merry. Not the easiest player to take down.
Sharks retaining
10
possession.
metres out.
Rogers
again. Boom. He's a little bit loose there. But Sharks really just not caring now. They can try all sorts of fancy stuff. Okay, crossing there. Crossing called.
Good
he's
strong
a
defence then.
Scrum.
Good strong defence by the Exiles. But The Sharks, every time they get their hands on that ball, they're gaining at least 5-6 yards every time. And Rogers, I mean, he was almost standing still, but still fighting with the player, refusing to go down.
Okay, time off. Another injured Exiles player down.
Yeah, it looks like another head injury. Again, it's important that we get these head injuries seen too.
Joshy Ives on with the water at some pace, would we call that?
I'd call it more of a waddle.
Obviously feeling his 70 minutes of rugby and not the quickest water boy out there.
But, you know, it's good to see him out there. He's not only he's a coach, a player, and now he's a water boy as well.
Just promotion after promotion.
Absolutely.
He's finally made it to water boy.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Sharks are all about. We're all about a family here. Good, solid rugby. Everyone helps each other. It's great to see the guys out there playing some amazing rugby and really enjoying themselves as well.
Okay, it looks like the Exiles player's coming off with that head injury.
Yeah, you've got to do that with these head injuries. You have to come off. You can't try and be a man about it and go, oh, it must stay on.
And no HIA in the UAE. It's just play with caution.
Well,
anything looking like a head injury,
we have to remember,
you remove.
we're
remove
doing
and
this
replace.
for fun. This is, you know, no, we're not being paid to play here. So you've got to look after.
Okay, here we go.
One.
Scrum Exiles. Deep inside their 22. I reckon that's about 10 metres out from the Exiles touchline. So they'll be looking to clear their lines quickly here.
Yeah, but they want to clear their lines quickly, but that Shark defence, they're going to be straight on them.
Oh, reset scrum. People getting tired out there, a few going down on their knees when they don't.
Yeah, this afternoon heat. It's still very warm out here in Dubai. It may be winter, but it's still very warm. Again, scrum collapsing. The referee's going to call him up, try and get one more, see if we can get a clean scrum. Otherwise, he'll be awarding a penalty. Big push by the Sharks.
Boom. Yeah, penalty Sharks. And after a dominant scrum like that then collapses, there's nothing else you can do.
The referee's going to call him back there. He said, look, you've had enough of tap and go in. You're winning by quite a considerable number. Let's do this properly. We've still got
and
players
too many
on the
bodies
ground.
on the floor. To be fair, you can't tap and go when you've got people in front of you.
But still, the Sharks ever so eager to get more points on the board.
Well, you never know what points difference is going to be at the end of the season.
Seen the Exiles medic run over to the other side of the field. Looks like we've got an Exiles player down from the
just
push
off
of the scrum.
Yeah, just off the pitch by the corner flag.
And that's it.
Full time.
That's it.
Sharks 38, Exiles 0. Good day at the office for the boys.
A wonderful game of rugby that. Sharks will be very, very happy with that result. They started very strong, lots of pressure, and they never ever let the Exiles get into their own territory. Just they dominated that game.
Exiles barely inside the Sharks red zone, and the pace, it was all played at Sharks pace. Exiles never really got a chance to dictate the play.
Yeah, you can see the coaches down there. They'll be very happy with that result. Just great to see that after all the hard work the boys have done throughout the week, it's happening out on the field.
And the boys were very disappointed after last week's result against Tigers. So they'll be happy with this.
Yeah, they'll be feeling very good about themselves. We'll see them later on in the bar having a few celebratory
rehydrating.
Yeah.
They'll be rehydrating.
They'll be rehydrating. They'll be definitely having a celebratory zesty beverage, as our chairman likes to say.
Excellent. Thank you very much, everybody that's watched in today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Shout out to our front of shirt sponsors, Access Hire, as I say, looked after us for many years. McGettigan's Bar, back shirt sponsors, RHINO, who have sponsored today's live feed. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Marvellous. Can't give you a piss.
That's